Welcome back to IPA, where we keep it real and raw. I'm with my boys. We got Semi back. I'm with my dog Khyree Battle, my boy KJ, and then we with my boy, my nigga foe. Yeah, so we can start off with Khyree, your new drop. Just dropped that last track. You've been sitting on that one for a grip.
Yeah, about 2 years now. It's a long time coming. I just want to stack up some music before I start re-releasing music to work on the craft, perfect it. You know, but yeah, go get that chain reaction.
Yeah.
That bitch tough.
You don't want to miss it. It's something happening. And so I asked Simi this back when we did his interview, but like, how do you feel your progression has been from Pure Potential to going into releasing music now? Like how much have you grown as an artist, do you feel like, since then?
Growth is a good word, but I'd rather use matured. I feel like I've grown, and then that's what I was doing, and that's why I made Pure Potential. It wasn't an album or a mixtape, it was just a demo. And that's why I named it Pure Potential, because that's all I felt like I was at that time, was legitimately pure potential, and that's what I was trying to show through the music. But now I'm on my grown shit. I know my styles. I know what I can do. I know what I want to do. So yeah, that's it.
But dang. So you feel like you and Jamal have kind of matured, like, with the way that you got your progression, like, and how you guys work in the studio and shit.
And then working with both of them, seeing how both of them workhorses, that made me want to even speed up my process, because I'm a writer, and seeing these niggas just go in and freestyle shit, I'm like, damn, I gotta come with it.
I was gonna say, because it was a little era, like, I think it was about a year and a half ago, where like all three of y'all started like kind of getting in tandem and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like the music started to get put out. Y'all still gotta release that untitled track.
You still gotta finish it.
Hey.
Which one?
We got like a couple.
Like, which one?
We low key, but then they got like 10 songs. Just
we got a few songs. Like, yeah, we got some shit tucked. Like, yeah.
Hey, gotta let it be heard, because I think that, I don't know, shit. I mean, it really seems like, especially with you just now getting that Artist of the Year through what is it, Top View? Yeah, getting that through them is just like, I feel like y'all. I need to get a soundboard and shit, so I could just.
Y'all voted for me, so shit. Yeah.
So like, have you been like rocking with Top View for a minute, or did they just kind of find you and y'all kind of establish that relationship? Like,
both. Like, I knew one of the girls who worked with them, but the people that run it. And she kind of got me plugged in. And, you know, I went to college at IU, so I was just nap, you know. So it was, and then I put in, like, I always had that mantra, like, be so good they can't deny me. So, like, not to sound cocky, but, like, to the point where niggas got to reach out to me, or, you feel me? It's so they go, oh, we want to fuck with him. He put in work. So, really kind of like that. I was just putting in work. So, me and Sam, that's his name, from Top View, I met him through her. And then my other cameraman out behind her, like I said, just nap connection. So it was bound to happen.
Dang. So I want to hear you guys' perspective for like making connections like in the music industry, because I feel like one of the things that I didn't really, when I was making shit back in the day, like, so long ago, but back when I was making music, like, it was the whole other side of it, of like actually being an entrepreneur with it and knowing how to go out and like work a room and not and like being able to actually get your name out there without like coming off as like corny, or coming off as like you trying to like beg a nigga to just give you a chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how's that been for y'all, just kind of like navigating through like the scene?
I feel like it's natural more so, like certain connections.
Gotcha.
Certain people you just brush shoulders with, like, naturally. You just in the right spot at the right time. You might meet somebody, and then just us being where we from too, and we just cool individuals. I feel like we know how to talk to people. So I feel like you get up on somebody and just, oh, what's good? I'm blah blah blah. 9 times out of 10, if I meet a person before we even do music shit, I'm probably just trying to get cool with you. Like, we talk about that all the time. Like, a lot of people, we don't we might not even get work done the first couple times I linked you, because feel me, we in that motherfucker 9 times out of 10, we just laughing, joking, smoking, playing a game, you feel me?
It's vibe.
And then it just connects. If I can't mesh with you like that, then I probably don't need to work with you.
And to build off of what he's saying, like after I meet somebody and we start vibing and clicking, and I feel like that if we connect, the chemistry when it comes to actually making the music later down the road will be way better too.
It's definitely more organic.
Yeah, from an artistic standpoint, it's more organic. It just feel real. But then from a business perspective, it's important also to get to know who you're going to work with, because you essentially attach your name to theirs. So whatever they got going on, you in a sense is arm's length to it.
Yeah.
So it's you know.
And even go off of that too, because I remember because me and you, we would like talk about these things, you know, like just through conversation and whatnot. And like, I feel like for me, I understand like traditional business, but when entertainment, it really does matter about the relationships you have with those people and what they're doing outside of like what y'all got going on.
Right.
Because like,
not all money, good money, man.
Yeah. And that was like really the first time I started to really understand that, because the way I look at it is like, I could do business with somebody I don't like, you know what I'm saying? But that's if it's like me selling something to them or we're coming up on like an agreement for something. But with this, it's like, if I don't like you, there's no way we can make music together, because I'm not even trying to feed off of whatever energy you putting out there. Like,
I was gonna piggyback on it and say like that's the difference in like me getting a product out to you. Like, if I'm just selling you something, that's not a direct like relationship. I could just sell somebody something. I could just give you a beat. I could just give you this. That's like just selling to you. What we do, I feel like this is more collaboration. So I gotta, like you said, I gotta like you to collaborate with you on some
like
shit.
we have to at least get along.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to, you don't have to be my day one, but I have to at least be able to tolerate you. You know?
You feel me? For us to collaborate and really get something done, you feel productive? Yeah, definitely.
And so like, what do you think is the hardest part about actually being in the music side? Like, is it more so just like coming up with the bread to actually put forth to the product and like get shit actually going, or is it more so just like maintaining relationships, building on relationships, and trying to like get other people to like kind of, I guess, is it more so like the real life aspect and like relationship building, or is it kind of like the social media side of it where it's like trying to figure out the algorithms and shit? Like,
I'll put it this way: the easiest part about this music shit is literally making music. Yeah, everything else is that shit. It makes it not fun. Honestly, like doing all the promo shit, that shit not fun. Like at the end of the day, we musicians. We not
marketing and
yeah,
shit.
we ain't trying to be influencers who just always on social media. You know what I'm saying? But it's essential to what we trying to do and are doing.
Yeah.
It's really the only shit you got control over. Like your music, not control as in like if you sign the deal, but like when you making that music, you making it, but you can't control the next man or woman impression or how it. Like, I don't like this music go. I like you can't control it.
Yeah, how they receive it and
shit. Or like even the algorithm, even if you do everything right, algorithm, even if your music great, some niggas don't blow up. Like you said, niggas getting in the league. I think French Montana said he's like it's hard to get into the rap game because shit, you can do everything right and niggas like. That's why I was saying earlier, like nigga, it should be trendy, or like if niggas don't like your not persona per se, but like you feel me, if niggas just not fucking with you, whether they don't fuck with you or if it's a trend, like then your music, you feel me, you can make the best music ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then with music industry too, saying how French said it's hard to get into the music industry in the league. There ain't no age limit on this damn music shit. So it's like I'm competing, not that we competing because it's art. So we should all be, you feel me, just to be enjoying each other's work. But it's like when it does come down to the only so many people can fit in this circle type shit. You got way more people trying to fit in this circle than you feel me.
Right, and like you said, it's like there's no age on it, but at the same time, it kind of is a young man's sport. How I look at it, because at the end of the day, the kids are the ones that's going to make it. The kids and the women.
Alright, 2 Chainz. You heard what happened? What? 2 Chainz basically said, Dame Dash came out in the interview and was like, I called 2 Chainz up trying to sound. He was like, I'm sorry, you my brother, but It's a young man's game. And then I guess that's when he started fucking with Wayne more. And that's why Jay-Z won't fuck with 2 Chainz, because Jay-Z was supposed to sign 2 Chainz, but he declined.
Yeah.
That's low-key bogus, but when, you know.
2 Chainz that nigga.
But I'm just saying, like, this crazy because he just said what you said.
Yeah, bro.
Or Dame Dad said 2
Yeah,
Chainz told him
yeah.
that, like, on the phone, and he was trying, him and Jay-Z was supposed to sign 2 Chainz.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's crazy how y'all say,
He in the frame?
it ain't no,
Yeah, he should be.
it ain't no age limit because nigga him like nigga he been hard. He been rapping the same for years. Not in the bad way. He been improving, but like nigga he ain't blow up until he blew up what Duffel Bad Boy
He still wasn't even on there.
No, but what
he changed his name and he
that
made,
era
Ride Around and Not
he
Spin.
was on,
mine.
but he
You
wasn't
talking
on.
about that,
Yeah,
based on the true story tape.
That's
That's
what
what I feel like turned him up for sure.
Because
Duffel
he changed his
Bad
name.
Boy, yeah, he had to change his name.
He went from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
well, shit, he was rapping for ages, and he had niggas fucking with Wayne, but it's like. And it's like trends and styles should be going so in and out. Like niggas start fucking with them later on. Niggas want to fucking with them.
He on the
Streets was, but not the industry.
You know, I've been looking at everybody's shit. He on the studio for a while too. I think he on the studio.
What?
2 Chainz, yeah, that's what I was saying. So a lot of them artists was coming through his shit. And if I recall correctly, allegedly, he was, you feel me, serving a lot of the rappers that was coming through. So you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's raw as hell to me. Like, nigga, that's cold. Come on, stop serving them. I think in one of the songs, what's that she said? Lil Wayne used to come bags from me. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
I forgot what fucking song that was.
Shit.
He said that shit.
Dang. So one thing, because I remember I was watching this 50 Cent interview, and bro was basically saying like he said that it's like 4 skills to being a star. Like from his perspective, what he sees the 4 things being, he said it's quality of material, performance, appearance, and personality. And he said if you're lacking in one of those areas, you have to make up for it in all 3 of those areas. Like, do y'all feel like that's pretty valid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the areas again?
It was
Quality of music.
quality of material, performance, appearance, and personality.
Yeah, I feel like them.
Definitely.
Because you gotta think like your quality. If your quality ain't right, nobody wanna hear it.
Yeah.
If your performance, you gotta perform. If you ain't got, you a rapper. How you can't perform?
Right.
Appearance, you a rapper. How you know?
Yeah.
You feel me?
And if your personality.
If they don't like you, they don't like you.
But you can overcome personality, I feel like, even if you don't put yourself out there, if you just got undeniable music. Because there's a lot of artists who aren't like very social or are always on social media, posting all the time. But when they drop, we all tuning in still.
But even then, their personality still. I feel like when you're not on social media like that all the time, that really
plays a part.
It bring your personality out more because you don't know this more. Like, nah, this dude just dropped the album or tape that's going crazy. He ain't did no interviews, and then he do something on Breakfast Club or something. Everybody tune in. Now you kind of getting a glimpse of his personality a little bit. Now you like, yeah, he cool.
Yeah.
Right.
He ain't got to do another interview for another year, but you think he cool off the couple little snippets or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Part of me be feeling like social media killed what's called like the celebrity a little bit because we get to see what these people doing every single day. Like we can post, our fans will be able to see what we doing at the exact moment. So it's a little bit different now if you got an artist like how you were saying who not like that, but when you do get a taste of it, you gonna want more as a fan.
And I think that it kind of like, to go off of that, like it you almost lose your mystique in that way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
lose your
saying?
mystique,
And like people, I mean, at the end of the day, like artists are people too, but what really like kind of sells is like the legends that are built behind the artists. You know what I'm saying? Like how Michael Jackson, like everybody has a story about how Michael Jackson used to always be in disguise and shit when he was outside, you know, and he'd always just, you know, just be moving like that and stuff. But it's like people, like it gets people in the mindset of thinking like, damn, I could have been sitting next to Michael Jackson and didn't even know. But that mystique of like the what if, you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely think that it got kind of lost and conflated with just social media, because now it's like if you're popping, you're posting every day, you're always in the limelight, you're always talked about on the new blogs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always a story coming out about you. But I also think that, because I always felt like being a celebrity is never really like, I don't want to say it's not healthy, but it's more so like, I don't think humans were designed to get all that type of attention, to be able to like
I feel like
handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that people could love me today. Like I've always felt like it was weird because I forget what interview I was watching, but somebody had came up. They were talking about how some fan had came up and told them how their music saved them from killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Or like, but you know what I'm saying? They were about to off themselves, you know what I'm saying? But their music saved them, and the dude was like, you know, I've never met this person in my life, but this person is professing their love to me, and I don't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is a really, like, how do y'all feel when people come up to you like, dude, you're so inspirational, like, I love seeing what you're doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that come off to y'all? Or what does that make you feel?
It make me feel like I always appreciate it. It's just me being how I am. I be in my head like I ain't even there yet.
Yeah.
Like I ain't there yet. Like
Yeah, just keep it humble.
I ain't there yet.
I'm really appreciative, but I kind of be feeling that odds within myself sometimes because I feel like I still need to do more, and I still want to give more to fans. So when like I have had people flat out tell me like, "Yo, you helped me get through some dark days," and I'm like, dude, I'm going through dark days still. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a good feeling to honestly be able to impact just one person, so multiple people telling you that you could have potentially made their day better, or you helped them out in life by just what you said through a microphone. It's special.
Yeah, it's definitely special as hell. But I be like, I ain't made it yet.
They made it yet, you know.
I don't feel like I make music that'll get you through a dark time for real. Like I mean, it might in a way. You feel me? If you hear something that just feel good, I feel like I make inspirational music. I feel like more so. So it's like
that's the type of stuff that's gonna get them people through the dark days is hearing something that inspires them.
Yeah, I ain't think of that. But yeah, that's why I'm so you inspirational. And I be like, man, I'm still trying to get out. Inspirational. Thank you, though. But what the fuck? We still got shit to do.
What LK say? If you don't move your feet, then I can't eat. So we like neck to neck.
That's one of the hardest Andre 3000 like
that
verses,
man,
bro.
Different. 3K different.
I think that's why the music's so dangerous, though. I ain't gonna lie. Not dangerous as in violent, but dangerous as in like Young Boy, for example. He be going crazy, but he really put like his shit in that music.
Yeah.
But that's why niggas fuck with him. But like how you said, like nigga, I'm going through my. But that's why I'm saying that's why it's so dangerous, because like when we make our music, we put like you feel me, like I don't want to say problems, but it's like you getting a different mode, like not no evil shit, but like nigga, you were in a different mindset, like you putting your pain, whether you happy, mad, like your emotions,
and that's
what they feeling.
Yeah,
like,
and it's kind of conflicting sometimes, like if you make a song where you talking about some deeper stuff, right, and then people just like, I love this. Like I got a couple songs like that, people like, I love this, and I'm like, yo, I was talking about some real deep dark stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling when you make something from a dark space but people turn up to it. And it's almost like my
Push
misery.
Me to the edge.
Yeah.
All my friends are dead.
Like my misery
like
is
that,
like a treasure in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's a really weird feeling being an artist, and I feel like people who are not artists, they don't understand that sometimes. Like
look at you.
In a weird way though.
That nigga rap about suicide. My bad.
Yo, I was gonna say in a weird ass way though. I kinda like when people don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I be like, look at this, man. This motherfucker sad.
I feel like Drake and that nigga Rick Ross always be doing that shit where they just talk about some shit that nobody can relate to, but it's like, nigga, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like the bar will come out of nowhere and it sound good in the track, but when you just isolate it and really try to think like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Like, to separate them into two different lanes, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Or about being unique and shit. Like that's what make every artist they own artist, because like you might get on just rapping like, you know, pull up in the form, blah blah blah, that shit lit. Boy, you might get on talking about like, damn, my nigga died, my fucking cousin died, and it sound fucked up, but like some other niggas might can relate, or they'll feel that. So like it's two different ends of the spectrum that like,
and that's
that shit
real.
can go.
That's real. That's kind of like, it's like the comparison of almost like the song Happy versus like Murder on My Mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But both songs, people love both of those songs, but it's like for different reasons, but it still almost brings out that same type of emotion. Because it's I think with music, it's really all about feeling. You know what I'm saying? Especially like where like the era we're in now, to where it's like people aren't paying as much attention to the lyrics that they are to how the beat is, how you're harmonizing with it, like how you're floating on. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
do think lyrics are coming back to relevancy though. In the past year, I really feel like that. Especially even if you want to break down as simple as like on like the mainstream like street music, for example, Lil Baby and like he pushed
Evolve.
Yeah, you gotta evolve. You gotta come with that shit now.
You said street music evolve?
Yeah, like,
you know who really go crazy? ESTG.
Yeah,
for real?
Yeah.
That's a street nigga that got bars.
Bars.
Like, bars.
We in the climate now.
How do you feeling that
We don't feel is that Finland.
I ain't sold no friend.
Yeah, I'm like,
he be talking that shit.
I thought I said Glock too much. This nigga say Fent.
If you watch this, you fuck with your shit. We ain't never sold a brick of fence, so bro.
Ain't sold no friend. Brick
and you're rapping his life.
Nah, he's. I feel like elevated the bar for street rappers.
Yeah,
You know who paid the way though? I'm biased.
Who?
Herb.
I think he was ahead of his time. And that's why I was championing them niggas at the beginning.
Go against that. Like, I'll almost go against that.
I say Biggie.
Let me explain
Biggie
him
was
first real quick.
Big E.
Oh, Biggie?
Because he was the first nigga to be lyrical.
Yeah.
He
had the best flow.
He made it about suicide. It was hard. I said, hold on, this ain't the money.
It wasn't like Jay-Z wasn't doing the same shit though.
Jay was, but look,
Jay-Z wasn't talking about, man, I'm finna rob this
Yeah,
nigga.
but Jay-Z
was spitting like about he was talking
I know what you was doing.
A lot of niggas can't find that balance at all.
Niggas see what happened to Lil Semi.
Y'all know that Bob Biggie said.
What?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We hear IPA. We hear IPA.
IPA acting a fool.
Bumping Biggie. Oh well.
I feel like
Biggie hard. Biggie hard.
I'm talking like, at least at that time period, you was either a street nigga or too lyrical, or a street nigga that's like Jay-Z that's moving on. Biggie was talking about having threesomes, all types of shit, but making it lyrical. A lot of niggas, I can't do that.
Biggie had the smoothest flow out the 90s era to me besides Nas.
Yeah.
Biggie had the smoothest flow.
The way he came on any beat, it was like he fit in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I couldn't imagine somebody else being on this song in this.
And what I respect from a writer's perspective is the imagery he put in his music. Anytime you listen to a Biggie song,
you can see that shit.
You see in it. You see the lyrics, where he at, what he talking about, what's going on. You see it. The imagery is very vivid. That's why I feel like he is goated the way he was, and the bro only passed away at 24.
Damn.
That's what a lot of
I feel
like that's what a lot of people overlook.
Like,
yeah, he was only 24.
Nigga, that's why
I was 25.
I ain't gonna say that's why I got so cold, but I used to put like what's the album name? T-Pain dropped that one album. I fucked with the album, but the
white cover when he wearing a white suit.
He was like 16 though. Which you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know.
And I'm like,
this
what
is
the
first
fuck? I'm like, nigga, why was I doing this?
They put out at 60 years.
And I'm like, nigga, that means
they was talking about.
But and I can almost in this day and age, I'll compare. Like I can't compare, but I'll say when what is that? 1999 by Joey.
Yeah.
Like that album, that whole complete tape. If you listen to it front to back, like. It doesn't let you down from a lyrical standpoint and just like
substance where he talking about
like
flows,
and
he's 16 years
and
old.
I think he does a good job of like being able to personify what he's talking about. You understand where like in waves, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody understands how it is going to school, trying to make sure your shit good. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to put you in that same feeling, and it. Like I feel like it's something about authentic music where it's just like as soon as you hear it, you know this is good shit.
That's what real music is, and I think that's important. What most artists need to learn is be yourself in the art. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like some people who trying to do music, they get led down the path of thinking they gotta live a certain type of way to make music. When no, you just gotta be yourself. That's what people want to hear from you. You know, everybody is not meant to be a shooter. Yeah. Everybody ain't meant to do a trap. Like it's okay to go to school. It's okay to rap about being the nigga in school.
Shit,
There's
Kanye
niggas
is
who
a
relate to
perfect
that.
example.
Exactly.
It's
And it's
still
like,
dangerous though, cause like cause like you would get put in a predicament. Like we just rapping, we artists, but like that, like you said with the celebrity shit, come with like a nigga might just want to rob one of us.
Just cause
Man, why he got a chain? Or why everybody
easy
love
rock
him?
shit.
Like, yeah, what Boosie say? Hypnotized by hatred. Like, why he and like motherfuckers, and then not us per se, because we got common sense, but it's easy to like nigga like you having a bad day and the wrong nigga say the wrong thing to you, you spaz out. Outside as a normal human, but like as a rapper, you feel me? Like sometimes. Like a nigga, like man, like say a nigga just started tweaking, like man, fuck, I'm gonna snatch a chain. You might just black out, like especially if it's in person.
And they say that envy is love and hate at the same time.
And then like he was saying, niggas try to force the lifestyle. Sometimes, like we if we walk away, we like man, we not finna what is it, risk or lose everything we didn't make. But some other niggas be feeling like
They
man, I gotta prove. Not even the niggas that's about it, the niggas that's not in that type of life, but they be like, I gotta prove myself, especially with the rap image, like you said, the parents is really quite like niggas like, man, I gotta prove myself, and they approve themselves, and and crash out.
In a situation that they can't get themselves out of.
It's a lot of good kids who start doing shit because they want to be rappers, but they feel like the only way they can be a rapper is if they're a street rapper. And in today's age, you gotta be real. So now they over here trying to build a reputation for their rap career. Now, nigga, you facing 25 to life because you just went and caught a body for no reason.
So let me ask y'all this then: what do you think makes the streets, like the street life, so enticing?
Because it's a part of our culture. It's always been.
It's a lot of reasons.
It's a lot of reasons. I think that's reason one, and it depends on the level of street you in. Cause some motherfuckers say they in the streets, they just outside doing dumb shit. Like some niggas get enticed to the streets because it's money. Like if you really in the streets and you getting some money, then that's what I feel like entice a lot of people. But some motherfuckers just do it because of the look.
And I think it's polarizing too, especially if you don't come from that lifestyle. Like we was blessed enough to go to a decent school district. We all went to decent school districts, so we seen the white kids who get influenced by drill music because they ain't never seen that in their environment because their parents feared it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the media basically, because like for example, like the baby, he been rapping the same. Not to like discredit him, but he been rapping the same. I'm talking like even before he got on, but like he ain't get on what he got on, but he didn't get worldwide till he caught a body, self-defense. But the media, the white folks ain't care about him, but all of a sudden, the rapper, the baby, all the news. So think about it. A young nigga that's like, man, the young nigga that want to blow up overnight, or a nigga that been working hard, like, man, like, nigga, all we gotta do is catch a body. So it kind of, it's not a good look. That's why you need, like,
I see what you're saying. I see the thought process of it.
It's niggas who go to jail purposely just so they could have that on their rap resume now. Yeah. So they look like they're a street nigga.
Yeah. I remember Akon talking about that shit. Not necessarily going to jail purposefully, but he was like, the situation he was in wasn't necessarily like the worst type of situation to be in, but he knew he could capitalize off of that situation to make music and like still use like make the locked up. Yeah, that's one of the best songs like of that generation, like 2010, like that.
Niggas in the fed still listen. That's some niggas things.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like
he say the people, and not to knock like niggas, but like I had I didn't know how many damn people called pistol cases or called a case. So like they like, bro, I went down mad. I don't even work this bologna flunt. I'm like, my situation wasn't the worst situation to be in, but the fact that I went through this situation, it was something I was able to talk about.
And you're able,
who was like eating that shit up, like damn, I'm like
because as an artist, you're able to personify it in a way where other people, like a normal person, wouldn't be able to lyrically make it sound the way that you do, but they can relate to it still in the same way, you know?
Because this nigga that didn't go to college and that shit, like, going to do it. I'm like,
nice. and it put me sometimes, I be conflicted with the street stuff too sometimes, because I'm thinking of a perspective of like, kids is going to hear this, and it's going to be kids who look up to us, and there is kids who do already. So it's like, in a sense, I feel some type of responsibility for what I'm putting out to them. So it's certain stuff, I don't talk about a lot of shit that we did as kids, in our song specifically, because I don't want to encourage somebody else to go do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Because the situations we was in, you know, we was lucky to get to be here.
And so it's like we wasn't even supposed to be there. In the first place.
Exactly. So with that being said, it's like, I don't know. I kind of think from a perspective, I want to be responsible, but I wish some people would understand it's just music. With us artists, we not telling y'all a guideline of what to live by. And what I feel like some people miss when they are listening to street artists who actually have lived that life, like a lot of these niggas is telling you the consequences of the streets. They only hear the good part about it. They ain't hearing, nigga, we facing these charges for real, and what really go behind this, or my people actually died because of some shit.
Yeah.
They just only hearing the good side about it, and I feel like from listeners' perspective, they need to open their minds up a little bit more and understand that it's a lot of niggas who telling y'all both sides of the story.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm telling a story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of it should be past tense anyway.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's only the dumb motherfuckers that really just be talking about the shit that they really going through. Or not what they're really going through, but situations that are still actively going on, and they're talking about it on the track or on some AR app shit, just like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, bro, like
I see them do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
camera, he did. See why I like a nigga like skinny meat? Free your ass, man. Free the real.
It's some niggas be so stupid, they don't even realize, like, clout chasing in a sense, but like, bro, the other niggas they're just using you for not to say, look at this clown, but basically like let him make a fool of himself. I fuck with his interviews, but like Vlad, for example, I'm like, why would you go on the one, the one nigga
who asked you about that?
And you were like, we did that shit.
Exactly.
I don't know who shot me because we robbed so many niggas. I'm like, why would you say this? And it's active. Like, I'm like, this wasn't no 10 years ago. This was yesterday.
Yeah. And it's a tricky coin too, cause in a sense, rapping is expression. Mm-hmm. So some people still actively in the streets, they expressing what they going through, but that's where you gotta know. Maybe I shouldn't put this shit out because I'm indicting me and my niggas.
It'd be like,
don't say my niggas.
I
ain't speaking about us, but nigga, I'm speaking in general.
But that's real. So like to go back to the jealousy shit, like how have y'all been able to handle jealousy since starting and getting into music and shit? Because I know like all of y'all been doing it for multiple years now, you know what I'm saying? So I know that it's been some forms of relationships where it's like, you know what I'm saying, people who treated you a certain way before you started doing it, then they seen you get the traction and shit, and now it's like when y'all in the same room, they, you know what I'm saying, the handshakes be a little funny, niggas be acting finicky and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I kill niggas with kindness, bro. Like, I feel like that's the best way. I
kill niggas.
Nah.
Stop it right there. You got it.
Hey, he popping all his haters.
I ain't killing niggas. But nah, I just kill them with kindness though. Like I said, bro, what's good? Like, you could hate on me, you could be jealous, you could have not liked me. Like, I don't give a fuck. I still get high, get fly, you feel me? Fuck you. I don't care. You don't do nothing for me. If you ain't helped me last year, if you ain't fuck with me last year, and I got further, it'd be like, fuck them. Like, I don't be caring about that shit. Half the time, I don't even notice it.
Yeah,
I be so frail. I just be in the scene. If it ain't direct, it ain't no shit.
It used to bother me when motherfuckers started flipping it, and I started noticing that you don't like me, but you want to shake me up there because you see what I'm on, and you want to fuck with me now because you see what I'm on.
I be laughing in my head, what up, nigga?
But the enemy,
goofy motherfucker,
and the petty me be wanting to just bust a nigga out like, come on, G, you know you don't like me. Why you talking to me like that, man? You know you did. Come on. But I don't care no more, and it's just like what comes with this shit. And I made a song about it. I ain't put it out yet. It's called "Blame You Too," and it's pretty much I'm talking to basically motherfuckers who be hating on artists. Like, y'all don't know what we go through, and if you really did live this life and understand what we go through, you wouldn't be hating.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna be real, this is not like something being an artist is not something I would tell people like, if this just not you, like you shouldn't want to be this, you shouldn't envy this, cause there's a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of extra bullshit that come with this shit that y'all don't see.
Facts.
Think about it, niggas don't tell you to grow up of course, with the shit that black people had on us for like ages, but like nobody be like, yeah, grow up and be a producer, grow up and be an artist. They be like, no, take your way. But we got to, because we got to beat the obstacles. Like Khyree said, there ain't nothing wrong with doing, like, that's my problem. I don't know why niggas can't do both.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big factor.
And to even to that point, I can't blame like the parents, because all our parents are trying to do is tell us what didn't work for them and what did work for them.
And then look at, I can't speak for them, but I'm pretty sure they, like, especially when we make it, I'm pretty sure these niggas not finna grow up and be a rapper. Like they gonna tell the nigga we own that. Don't put yourself in that.
I'm gonna tell my kids fuck rap. I'm looking. If you want to go into the rap industry, it's so many more jobs to do around being an actual rapper that make way more money than a fucking rapper.
I truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, I want my kid to produce. Like that's the funniest shit in the world to me. Just working on, like, you on a computer. We naturally already good at computers. You can make money. I'll teach my kid to code, all that shit.
Look at Joey Badass. That nigga, all the rappers go. My bad. All the rappers go to entertainment because it ain't even no money. And that's why I was telling you, like, you gotta have a motive, like what you trying to do with it, or you gotta just be like us and be real artists, or just be passionate about it to where it's not you're not gonna get discouraged because it ain't no money in it for
every
real.
rap billionaire has made their money outside of rap.
Outside of rap, yeah.
Outside of rap,
make their money outside of rap.
and a nigga who became a billionaire off of their actual catalog.
And I think a lot of the rappers and artists in general get confused that you're basically becoming an entrepreneur. You're selling your own brand. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not the idea is not to just get the label to notice you and get the advance from the label, but it's to get other brands to notice you and you start to make your money in other places that isn't just making music.
Personally though, this is just gonna piggyback off the independent label shit. I'll take it again. And it's just cause I know what he say. I had the plan, I just need the platform. I'll take it because I know I'm gonna eat outside of music. That's what niggas be fucking up. These young kids get 360'd up, or they get a bad deal, and they ain't trying to flip it. Like we think like hustlers, like, all right, you gonna give me a bad deal, I gotta give you 5 projects, you gonna give me 50, 60 racks up front, 80, you feel me? That's not a lot, but shit, let me take this and go buy something I know gonna bring me back.
Right.
A couple racks a week or some shit. This might bring me 5, 6 racks a week. This is stack up on the side. I'm gonna eat on the road real quick. I'm gonna get more money on the road. Like these niggas don't think.
And to go off of that too, what you saying as far as like thinking of how to move, I want people to start like thinking about my marketability when they making the music as well. Because you like don't get like the whole. You scaring brands away if you 30 deep in the video all flashing guns. Pepsi not gonna want to cut you a check, nigga. Don't matter how many streams you doing. You gotta like, or you look like, I know people get face tats and stuff for expression. I'm not disrespecting nobody who getting face tats, but you limiting yourself to certain opportunities in this world. Granted, the world is also changing and evolving, so this statement might change.
But you also have to understand how other people perceive you too, because not everybody's not gonna understand that. Like he said, like you said, the world is progressing. But at the same time, the people who are at the top that make the decisions are still our parents or our grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not progressing. They not got progressive views. So you just got to know how to maneuver in this game. That's all I'm saying is think about, where you want to go in this shit as far as the marketability for these. As far as that. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the route you want to take, that's the route you chose.
And it works for some people.
It works for some people. It works for a lot of people. But just think about the route you want to take and the marketability of your approach. Because you can scare off a bag by being too over the top at certain levels, certain areas. You know what I'm saying? And
even not even with face tats, but I remember like, because for a long time, like our Future and shit, like they were pretty much blackballed from the industry. Like they were still making the music and making plays, but like
you gotta think of the shit they were saying was so controversial.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But the same things they were saying was the exact same things that got people listening to them. So it's a double-edged sword. Like
it's a very double-edged sword.
I'm gonna sacrifice this, but hopefully this shit work. You know what I'm saying?
And back to that, all y'all face tat niggas, I love a lot of y'all niggas. Alright, Post Malone, I love.
I was there. Some of these niggas be
Hey, niggas Post Malone did.
He got a Bud Light Bud. So he got a big commercial.
He just did the goddamn All-Star game shit.
Uzi just walked the damn Eagles out.
Right. Right. Y'all face tat niggas is maneuver, but still think about it.
Wayne had Mountain Dew with face tat. He He had Mountain Dew.
Nah, but marketability and shit, all that, but like, nigga, even not to be that nigga, but even with us just being black, like not to be that Dr. Umar right now, but like look at no hate on Yeet, but he got a Minions deal, nigga. That kids be watching that. Them niggas would not. Future is way greater in achievement every category, but they would not put Future on Minions.
True.
But I'm like, Yeet be rapping about drugs, but just cause he. You know what?
How he dressed it up and
Yeah. But I'm like, nigga, have y'all listened to his songs to put them on? Not to hate, I respect them.
Yeah, no, but
they
it's
just like
he
make
talking about the same shit that the black
It's just how he
about.
packaged
He looked
it.
marketable.
Yeah.
He looked like somebody you could put it.
A white man with the ski mask. I'm like, they were just calling us thugs for doing it.
Facts.
But then but it's kind. We don't, but it's like the the drug era. Like we don't care about them niggas, but as soon as
And
it
it's like
affect
we-
the other
we the one-
communities, it's like hold on now.
And we the ones setting the trends and shit, but when somebody who looks more marketable is doing what the trends are, but they don't look necessarily like us,
It's okay.
What's his
It
name?
works.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Tank just said it. Not the boxer, the singer. And he was talking about. He was like, that "Stay With Me" song by Adele. He was like, nigga, black artists been making songs like that, but the market, like he was like, bro, he was like that image. He's like, it can be shit. They can market that globally and everything. And he was like, man, it's too many black R&B singers, and they keep saying R&B dead. He was like, it's a bunch of them. They just don't put them on the.
Yeah, they ain't
Tyrese
getting
was
love.
R&B dead.
No,
Hello?
nigga nervy say, I fuck with Tyrese.
you seen that video when he woke up that homeless person? Dude, his ass talking about R&B dead right outside of him.
That nigga's hilarious. You got my phone, bro? I forgot my motherfucking phone.
Hopefully it's on this account.
Bro, why?
A nigga, my jaw dropped that. He said people sleeping on R&B. Bro, this man is homeless, nigga.
Yeah, see?
Hello?
Crazy.
He gonna get that old man to see he can't even listen to that
He
motherfucker.
did not do
So-
that, bro.
So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. I wanna talk about that situation with bro in the park, bro. I wanna talk about that. No names included, but I just wanna understand the situation because when I heard that shit, when KJ called me about that situation, bro, I was fucking crying just because of the video that the nigga posted.
Two things. Don't trip because I ain't gonna go into too much detail until after we get on and shit handled.
I sure was over like,
But I don't know, niggas. It really all go down to what we was talking about earlier: jealousy, clout chasing. Niggas just like, and that's what I was saying. Like, it won't even be a rapper that'll diss you. It just to be a nigga that's trying to test you. Like, let me see. It's like real life. Like a nigga will be like, let me see if you a bitch or something. Then you like, nigga, like what type of time you on? Like outside of rap shit. Then I was just playing. Like that's how niggas be. And that's I was just playing.
It's just jokes. It's just
That's why I say like
Such a little bitch, yeah.
Cause that's how niggas be in real life, like fake bullies and shit. Like let me just and not to just like let me bullshit. It be niggas that in real life try to get over on you, and you be like, nah, I ain't for none of that. And then they be like, man, I ain't even on that. And that's basically how it is with the rap shit. Like niggas just wanna cloud chase and don't even be rappers. Like just imagine typing a paragraph. My bad.
Go ahead.
Like not even celebrities. We not celebrities yet, and that's not our goal. We just want to get on with the music. But I'm just saying like. It just come with the shit, like niggas just.
That's crazy.
And it's like niggas wanna. So some niggas just see you got motion and they don't have none. So that envy would be like, I know I can get some attention if I'm the nigga who knocked this nigga out or snatched this nigga trying to do something to this nigga.
The lifestyle, like what he said earlier, like niggas don't be knowing what we go through as artists or as human beings, black man, all that. So it just niggas just see the glory. Like nigga, nobody post except for certain motherfuckers, but we not finna be like. Damn, what's good Instagram? My bitch just got ran. Like nobody finna. No, I'm just saying. Like you feel me though? I'm just saying. Like that's not. They ain't happened to me. But I know that happened to him or some other nigga. Nah, no, and like that's how it is. Like, now for example, they know my brother worked with the airport and shit, United and shit. So it was a point in time where I've been injured, so I can't fucking fly. And nigga, basically, long story short, I was flying for like no less than 50, no more than 120. And nigga, I was going to Cali. I was trying to use that to my advantage. I was going to Cali. Nigga, I was sleeping on Kobe couch on his float. Like, nigga, I'm like, fuck. Instead of spending them hundreds of dollars, we just gonna invest that into the music. And niggas will start hating. Like they be like, then this nigga buying one-way tickets everywhere. Like, and like even videographers, everybody produced. They like, they trying to tax me, but I'm like, they think I got money. I'm like, but in reality. I'm taking advantage of my resources. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, my brother can give me a flight for 50 or 80 or 120. I'm gonna take that to Cali or Atlanta and use it to my advantage. But basically, like, it's just niggas on the outside looking in. Niggas like, man, he think he like. I remember I went to the Atlanta studio, and niggas like, damn, bro, you really making it. Nigga, I make better music in my mama basement. Like, nigga, I'm just in the studio, but just for that, like, you know, the outside looking in. So, go back to what you said earlier. That caused a lot of jealousy and like niggas forming their own opinions about you.
And then niggas don't like to see the women fucking with you. True. And the type of artists we all are, we all got like strong female fan bases that support us and fuck with us. And niggas like. Some niggas can't stomach their girl listening to another nigga that they might have went to school with or knew.
Nice.
But that's how you really get
especially a nigga that you beef with, a nigga that didn't hold them, or anything like that.
It don't even gotta be that. You was just at the same level as this nigga at one point. And he can't stomach, why you listening to this nigga? I went to school with him. He ain't nothing special. I was in history with him in 10th grade. Like,
but it's really a blessing in disguise. Well, not necessarily a blessing, but like, you really, to each his own, but you want the girls and the women to fuck with you because they go two ways. If all the women fuck with your music, they dancing, shaking ass, TikToks, listening to it, and some niggas gonna hate. But it's either it's the thin line. It's either you hate or even if a bitch playing Almighty Foe, or I mean a party playing Almighty Foe, Khyree and Semi, and the bitch is twerking to it, you can be like, man, I don't like this shit, or you gonna go catch some ass. You feel me? So it's like either you like for certain you had the women fucking with it, and I forget which artist said it, but they was like, what's your demographic? Like, you don't want a bunch of hood niggas crowding out your show because it's gonna be a shootout and a fight every time. He said liquor and a bunch of hood niggas. And it's gonna be a bunch of females. A fight might break out, but that's just one fight. A nigga is shooting, everybody fighting groups and all that.
The niggas will come to your show just to try to rob you.
Facts.
Just cause you in a city.
Yeah, I used to be confused. I'm like, so you bought a front row ticket to Dirk or Young Boy to like to throw some shit at him or like start yelling slurs or
and one thing I want to put up, if you gonna be a hating ass nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing. When you speak about a nigga, you giving him more power. If you genuinely go be a hating ass nigga, you want to hate a nigga, don't speak on him.
That's why I fuck with Nipsey Hussle so heavy.
Don't speak on the nigga, because you give him more power.
When he was talking about 6ix9ine, Nipsey Hussle, he basically said the same shit. He was like, y'all spends too much time hating. He's like, if you don't like a nigga, just ignore him. Or if you don't, not saying you don't want to see the nigga thrive, but like how 6ix9ine was kind of blowing, like think about it, off black culture, and he not even a nigga and doing all this shenanigans and shit. Nipsey was like, if y'all stop giving it attention, it wouldn't get 20 million views. And then niggas hate on, like remember, Soulja Boy was the first nigga to do it, but I remember he going on YouTube. He's like, y'all know y'all disliking my video is paying me because every time I get a like or a dislike, that's extra. He like, you better off ignoring the video. And he was like, keep hating. You know, Soulja Boy the first nigga to do that shit.
Everything, pretty much.
Shout out to Soulja Boy, Big Draco.
Oh God, SODMG, Ocean Gang, all day. Damn. So what was y'all's first smoking experience like? Now that we flaming up.
I want to go first, y'all.
My first smoking experience.
First time you got high, because I know for a lot of people, first time they smoked, they didn't really feel anything. But what was the first time you got high?
My first time I knew I was high. My first time I knew I was high was off of edible.
Damn.
Yeah. I ain't know better.
How much? What kind of edible was it?
It was a brownie. It was homemade. Dude put in way too much fucking edible. I ate that shit on prom night. Oh,
Damn.
that shit was bad. I woke up like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I done scared myself from weed.
Was it a good problem though?
Hell no, I fucked the whole night up. I say a lot, that's a federal last night, but I was in that bitch. I think I tried to call. I was in that bitch. I like, get call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. I'm in that bitch for the
First
fast.
experience, that you crazy.
Yeah.
I ate a whole one though. That's what tweaked me out. I should have only ate half. Then I came back after prom and seen bro who gave us the brownies. And he like, man, I think everybody was saying it was too much in them. Nigga, no shit. It's my first time getting high. You talking about, yeah, I think I fucked them up. No, you don't think, nigga, you just laced me down there. Like, what the fuck?
Man, my first time getting high, it was actually 420 on, and it's the same year it fell Easter. I want to say I was a freshman. I had to either be a freshman or a sophomore in high school. But I got family in Jackson, Mississippi, so we went to go visit my grandma. My brother at the time was in college down there.
Yeah.
So I went with my older brother, he's 6 years older than me. So we left right before Easter dinner and linked up with some of his homies, and we smoked like 4 blunts and hot boxed them. It was my first time like actually getting high. Like I smoked out of pop cans like 2-3 times before that. I ain't feel nothing. Man, I'm sitting in here cooked. I go to the goddamn I go to the goddamn Easter dinner. My eyes low as hell. Everybody having like just talking and stuff, and I'm just in a daze. So we go upstairs at the dinner. I'm talking to my cousins and stuff. They like, you was bugging at the dinner table. I'm like, what you mean? They like, you just couldn't stop cussing in front of grandma. I'm like, I was tweaking. I was tweaking at the Easter dinner, cussing my ass off. High as hell, not giving a fuck.
Damn,
bro. Yeah, I was overly cooked. Couldn't even control myself, man. But yeah, that was my first time getting like for real high. I ain't really fuck with it for a while.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, nah, I think for my first time, like same shit with you. I didn't smoke out of pop cans and shit, but I never felt anything. You know what I'm saying? But the first time I smoked a blunt, I was with my homie Jaden. He used to have one of his homies had at 16 years old had bought this RV, right? This nigga didn't have nowhere to park this RV, so we had taken it to my
Breaking
homie.
Bad, this nigga in
Bro, but it was low-key crazy as fuck, because we was like,
Jake is here. I just hate to get them motherfuckers.
Bro, especially at 16, it's like, nigga, we ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying?
Those are almost
I have an RV in the backyard.
So look, bro ass had ended up getting some weed and shit. He was like, yeah, this is some sour D. Like, and that's why sour D will probably always be my favorite strain, because that shit.
That's your first.
Yeah. So we sitting.
That's the best OG.
That nigga say, yeah.
That's the best OG.
Feeling that shit.
Hey, I smoke sour D's to this day. That's the best OG.
I don't fuck with nothing nobody tell me sour. I tell y'all while it.
Like this blunt that we rolled was skimpy as fuck, like falling apart and shit. But we hit that motherfucker, bro. I was just sitting there just laughing hard as fuck, because one of my homies, he kept doing this impression of one of my football coaches, and that shit sounded so real, bro. Like, nigga, we was just laughing in that bitch. And then as soon as we stopped laughing, everybody fell asleep, and I woke up the next day like, damn, what the fuck? You know how you had that high hangover and shit?
You still wake up like, damn.
Yeah, niggas like, damn, we still got some more.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's your first time?
I started off so bad. Like, well, liquor too, man. Like, my first loud was backwood pack was loud. I'm like, fuck, bro. My tolerance so high.
Coughing hella too, probably off.
Yeah,
backwood hitting fresh lungs, the virgin lungs.
I'm like,
what grade?
When I left the it was before the basketball team. It was probably sophomore year.
Oh.
But I wasn't doing it for real. It was just, you know.
Just try something.
And I don't know. That's either my first or second time. I know either my first or second time or the interchangeable. But I remember I rolled I can't roll a joint like that. Like I could not. I mean, back then I rolled my first joint. I rolled was Pearl, and I faced that bitch. I get so high.
Bro, maybe check that location.
Look, I'm still watching. I'm seeing that shit.
It was crazy though when I really got on weed. It was when I first tore my ACL. Cause I was smoking right before, but I told my nigga, I'm like, man, when school started, I ain't gonna be doing this. And then nigga, I tore my shit, and I ain't know I tore it. I ain't had no pills, not even ibuprofen. You know, black niggas don't get checked out. That's our problem. So I was just smoking like every day, bro, cause I ain't had no pain pills, and I'm like, I was getting so fried, bro. But I had classes and shit, so I was just like, I had to force myself to be productive.
Hell yeah.
I remember I had like right after I took that edible the same summer that I was just getting high at this point. My first like sit down smoking a blunt, I was at a family reunion and we was in Dallas at the time. This is like the latest time ever for real. I was with my sister. We smoked like 2. She don't roll wood, so we was smoking like probably a Swish or a Dutch, for real.
God, I hate
But look,
Swish.
yeah, I don't smoke that shit now. But
That shit is
when
fucking straight.
I was with her, I puffed it with her, right? I don't know why. That was my first time smoking weed.
Yeah.
Everything was moving slow for me. I was drunk as hell. Like that was probably like the best night. We went to the strip club and shit. I went to shout out Dallas Cabaret. Shout out the Cabaret.
Nigga remembered the
My
name.
first I've been in that strip club. Every time I go to Dallas, I go in there and do some dope shit. Fuck with the Cabaret, but yeah, that shit was lit.
Yeah. I remember my first time going to the strip. I was 17. We went to, it was my homie's birthday. What's that? It's that.
If it wasn't a bogus strip club, if you ain't go to a bogus,
it's right before you turn to like start going down that long ass road.
I know what you're talking
Y'all
about.
better not name it, cause
Don't drop the name. Don't drop the name. I know the name. Don't drop the name.
No, the first nigga to name, they be your ass.
drop the name. I know what you're talking about. I ain't been in there.
I think Cap, he said, I
I ain't even trying to think about it.
I ain't talking about it.
So I'm 17. We get to the front door. The security guard, he like, look at my ID.
They ain't give a fuck. They let you in.
We slipping that 40 piece. He was like, alright. So we get in the venue. It's nobody in that bitch.
Some bitch had C-section scars.
2 strips.
Yeah, C-section scars.
So they end up like my homie, cause it was 4 of us. So my boy, he buys my dude whose birthday it is, he buys him a dance, right? Bro's getting the dance and shit. I look over at Shorty, she got a whole bullet wound on the side of her fucking leg. So I'm already like, I'm in that bitch high as hell. So I'm literally sitting there just laughing, bro, just like giggling and shit. And my homie, he sitting like right next to me like Foes. He like, nah, bro, you need to get in on this. Grab me by my wrist, start smacking the girl's ass with my hand, bro. I lost it, nigga. I started crying in that bitch, laughing. I had to walk out. I had to walk out, bro, and just wait for the niggas to finish. I guess they ended up getting the backroom dance and all that shit. Some other crazy shit happened, but yeah.
My first time.
That shit was fried, nigga.
My first time at a strip club. I wasn't even trying to go. I was with some girls and we was kicking and they was like, let's pull up type shit. And I'm thinking this about to be weird as hell. I'm going to the strip club with some girls. I ain't even been my niggas before.
Girls be more lit in the strip club.
And that's what was going. I would walk in.
My cousins be lit in the strip club.
We walk in, they instantly smacking ass, bringing girls to us. I'm like, damn. Nigga, I can't go. If I do go, I'm not a strip club type of nigga. But if I am gonna go, I'm gonna go with some women. Best believe that. Because that just made the experience that much better.
Women always make the experience.
They always make the experience better.
It's the right one.
Strip club, the only place.
Say the right one.
That's probably the only place I'd go solo if I did. I can't go to like the club solo. I be feeling like I gotta watch my back in the strip club. I don't even feel like I gotta watch my back. I don't know why.
Boy, you seen Belly?
I was down the strip. I would say it get ugly in the strip
shit like
club.
that too.
Yeah, it get treacherous in the strip club.
My sister fought. My sister she ain't fighting. My sister got into it with a stripper at a strip club. And that was another Texas club. I don't even know where the fuck I was at that one. It get hectic in the strip. We walked in there. They like, y'all need to turn y'all hat straight. We like, what the fuck are y'all?
Yeah.
Nigga, we not from Dallas, nigga. Fuck you.
Right.
I'm like, that's my cousin. You know, I'll be chilling. Well, I ain't turning my head. I just look at your ass. My cousin want to tee up. He like, fuck y'all. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, we got put out that club. It went up and down. It went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get treacherous in the strip. What was your first time like being drunk?
Being drunk, I drunk 2 4 Locos. I was tweaking. I started acting up after basketball in high school. But once basketball was over, I was like, I can act a fool now. Yeah, I got off the Locos like right after the basketball season. I was not fucking with the drunk feeling. I'm like, I'm fucked up. I was trying to drive home and shit.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
I was at IU though. It was
That nigga was going crazy.
nigga, oh my god. And I shouldn't even say this on camera. I'm not. But you know, like nigga, I don't even know how I was able to maintain, bro. Like on my birthday.
Yeah.
No, I'm texting. I'm capping Lil 5, freshman year.
Hell.
Crazy. Y'all probably
Lil 5,
you probably heard it one time before. Nigga, I'm a freshman. Nigga, you know I'm always fucked up, man. Prior to this, I broke my knuckles, bro. Cause I got into a fight. Cause of my fucking knee, nigga. Bro, I'm scrimmaging and just hooping. And this one nigga kept trying to like play dirty because I was cooking him. Cause nigga, I fucked up my ACL, so like I couldn't perfect nothing but my jump shot.
Yeah.
So basically, I had a burn at this time, so I was torturing. So he just started like kneeing me, and like I'm here with one of my good friends, her boyfriend at the time, cause he was a hooper. So he'd bring me to their little scrimmage and shit, and I was just cooking him. Basically, fast forward, I got to fight, broke my fucking knuckles, bro. Fast forward to Lil 5. I got the cast on. Yeah. So I'm already off the shits, man. Nigga, me and my nigga Jacoby. Yeah. Our phones dead. We can't contact Caleb, the twins, Cole, the AJ, nobody. And I'm like, but I know this how you know it's crazy. I already knew. I'm like, man, I already know the town shit. We in the Query and shit, or down the street from it at the village. We at the Query. We walk. I'm like, nigga, fuck it, we finna just walk to this little kickback, cause I already knew what it was. It was my nigga sister crib. We got there. It's Saturday midnight. I had this probably the most fucked up I ever been, bro. We had a bottle of Henny, like a big bottle, and me and him killed that. Just me and him. And I'm talking about shots. They had double shot glasses, cause this is my nigga sister crib. I'm like, bro, we only got 4 hours. I got class. You got to drive back to Alabama or Atlanta, wherever you going to school at that time, nigga. It get crazy though. So we knock off a whole Henny bottle, just 2 niggas, and I'm like, man. And I'm connected with everybody. I'm like, nigga, this is Tulane Field Crew. We walked the party bus and niggas mad. I just skipped the line. I'm like,
I was gonna say, nigga, you ready to fight any? Like, you don't give a fuck what happened, nigga. I know I'm gonna come out on top.
Don't look at me crazy, nigga. Don't look at me crazy, nigga.
Oh God, because it's that.
I told you just the prequel, folks. So we in. This was started the rapper lifestyle. But I'm with Kobe, the producer. He like him and my other nigga. The reason I started.
The origins.
No, like he made a beat for like 10 hours every day. So it was like me being around. He was like, "Why don't you just rap on that?" I'm like, "Damn, that's a good idea, nigga." Because we freestyling every day. Like, why don't you just rap, nigga? So swear to God, everything I love, bro. I'm my dead cousin, bro. This shit felt like a movie, bro. We in that bitch, this bus. I swear to God, I put my grills in, and I was like the first nigga at you with grills. I swear to God, hey, nigga, I'm talking
really
about. I ain't never had a group twerk, bro. Like I had all the, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it just kept getting crazy. I don't know how long later, this bitch started throwing ass on me, bro. Yeah. I grab her hit real quick, but I look up like. This bitch got a snapback on backwards. 2017. And I'm like, hold on, push off me like, what the fuck? I'm like, bitch, look back. It's this bro. And she not one that's like, she's skinny, she petite, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? And this bitch got mad, turned into a fool, bro. She punched me. Damn. 2 pieces to my chest, and I just looked back at Kobe. I said, "Hey, bro, I'm fucked up right now. So get in front of me and get her ass on." So I'll catch a case in this bitch. But I'm like, bro, I was so slapped, and they keep getting crazier, bro. Like, nigga, we in Bloomington. It's 4 hours away from Gary.
Nigga, was it? Was that shit decent?
It was crazy, bro.
That shit was. I mean, shit. Why trip?
Nigga, listen. Then we see some bottom side niggas in there, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Shout out my bottom side.
Nah, nigga, this Cole's cousin. It's Drake, my nigga Drake, and we like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, we was so fucked up for so long. Nigga, they was in Gary 8 hours ago, and they like, how do y'all just get down here?
Yeah.
Nigga, they ain't had no loud. I had like 2 woods left. We smoked. I had one in my pocket. We smoking one, and this nigga, they was like that for we, and they was like, nigga, we'll give you this bottle of Henny if you give it, cause they know I had some pack in that bitch, and I'm like, man. So we got even more fucked up, bro.
Man.
Nigga, I don't even know how I been, bro. I was so fucked up. I ain't never black out of my life until the end, bro. And I was like, hey, bro. I was like, go to the car and come get me, bro. I can't walk that far.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we made it back.
Damn.
He said he seen niggas from the crib at school. I just want to piggyback off this. Don't it be so funny? Like, I got hella friends, bro. My hood niggas don't go to school, but they'll go hang out on the college campus. I got pictures up there. I'm like, y'all niggas slow as hell. They like, we coming up there, bro. Niggas on campus.
I was trying to holler at this shit.
I'm like, these niggas coming for
Yeah,
the
nigga, I was mad as hell.
Yeah.
Bro, when I first told my hell, this at the beginning, this was either welcome week or like the early stages of IU. 20 and Caleb and all of them came down. I'm like, nigga.
So y'all niggas ain't even in school.
No, not that. Nigga, I can't do shit. I'm on This is when I found out I told my shit. I'm like, so y'all bogus as hell, cause y'all know I can't do shit.
Stuck, y'all finna come tee this bitch up. I can't even.
I'm putting them on with the bitches, and I'm just in my dorm room.
Man, my first
level
time.
5.
Oh man. I was going to say the first time I got drunk. That's a crazy story too. Right before we switch on Lil 5.
Yeah.
I got some other shit for that. Man, my first time getting drunk was fucked up, and it made me not drink till I turned like legit 20 and moved out the crib type shit. But my my step-pops, they got married in like 05, and we went to Cancun, right? So I'm a kid at this point. I'm like, what, 8 maybe? 7? No, I was still 7 and I wasn't even 8 yet. So we had like all inclusive, my whole family flew out and shit, so we had room service. So the whole time I'm ordering smoothies and shit. So one night all our parents go out. So my older brother, 6 years older than me, like I said, he watching me. Then my aunt, she 8 years older than me. So we in the hotel. It's nighttime. I'm calling room service. I'm telling him I want virgin smoothies. So he said. I was like, I want virgin smoothies. And at the time, I didn't know what vodka meant. So, dude on the other end, barely spoke English. He's like, vodka? I'm like, yeah, virgin. He like, vodka? I'm like, yeah, virgin. Bring up, nonetheless, nigga made vodka daiquiris. I ordered like 4 of them to the room. So, they come up with the food. I tasted. I'm like, this nasty as hell. My brother like, hell no, you better drink that shit. Ordered it. And looking back in hindsight, nigga, it's an all-inclusive fucking trip, nigga. If I ain't want that shit, it didn't fucking matter. My nigga, my brother acted like he like, yeah, you better drink that shit. So, nigga, I just tough it out. I drank one instantly, just threw it back. Started drinking another one. Before I knew it, I was dizzy as hell, right? Don't remember nothing. My mom comes into the hotel room. I'm passed out on the balcony. But like in a fetal position, nigga, just in my underwear. On the balcony though. My brother knocked out in the bathroom, in the bathtub, and my aunt passed out in the bed, and my mom is just raging on them. Like, y'all got my 7-year-old son drunk. He all messed up. And coincidentally, that was supposed to be the day of the actual wedding. So I was supposed to be the ring bearer in the wedding, and I couldn't even carry that shit. They had a random Mexican nigga take my position in the wedding, nigga. There's a random Mexican in my parents' wedding. Look at the goddamn photo. Just holding the ring, locking it up and shit.
Nah.
Nigga, that shit scarred the hell out of me. Yeah. I ain't never wanted to drink in high school, and I didn't. I'll be with these niggas, we teed up and shit all the time, going to every party. I'm smoking.
Faded, but like his ass would not drink.
I never drink. Always
You
faded though.
Fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that I ain't my first time getting drunk. After that, I was 20 and I moved out and I was living in LA, and we got drunk on Sky Vodka, and it was like the first night I literally blacked out. I was done. I ain't never drinking Sky Vodka, nigga. I ain't never drinking that
That's
shit
the
again.
only shit I throw up off.
I don't like
You'll throw up off of.
I feel like every freshman coming into college, that's what they was. Everybody had vodka.
Nigga, we was drinking fucking
It's cheap.
shit out of ISU.
Absolute shit.
That shit
Nasty as
fucked
hell.
up.
I did not drink.
Nigga,
Down
smeared off.
Nigga, down at
That's not
ISU,
juice.
we was drinking fucking Mr.
Boston
Boston,
ass drink.
fucking peach taco,
These tacos do
and
that.
fucking skull, nigga.
You was wild,
Nigga, but it's just cause, nigga, cause you could get a gallon of vodka for $10, nigga. We was going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Bro, on some fucked up shit, we used to throw parties, right? So, nigga, we used to make like punch and shit. And I remember
Just
one time we making niggas give me the bottle. The nigga who don't drink. So I poured that bitch up in there.
Oh my God.
Everybody that night was fucked up.
This nigga.
I ain't know what to do.
Oh, God.
Nigga, I went home, nigga. I remember motherfuckers was talking about they had the time of their life.
Oh, God.
The only nigga who ain't drink, they gave y'all made me the nigga who gon' make the drinks. I ain't know nothing about that shit.
Nigga, just sign for it.
Nigga, I ain't know shit. I wasn't drinking at all.
It's crazy how shit changed for me though, cause now like I don't like drinking when I go out.
True. You gotta be on point, shit.
I have a drinker too, but I don't.
But at the crib, nigga, I be getting slapped. And I don't even feel it cause I'm at the crib.
I feel it.
I don't feel that shit till I stand up. Nigga.
Like,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
But you don't gotta drive.
Nigga,
Like,
and nigga, you don't
gotta worry about getting on.
You ain't got no monkey on your back, so it's like, nigga, I can, hey,
Nigga, I'm at
I
home.
got so drunk at
Yeah,
the crib,
I
I bust my shit trying to go to the bathroom. I hit my foot on the corner of the wall. I hit the deck. I was so drunk in that bed. I'm like, bro, my pops got me that drunk. I'm like, bro, this is bad.
Fuck,
Like, I'm
these
in
niggas
the
never
crib.
been in my apartment in Bloom. I had this a loft where I put you can put an extra room, but I put my studio up there.
Yeah.
That's where you shot Almighty back at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like some spiral steps on my birthday, bro. I don't know which birthday. It was sophomore year, junior year, senior. I don't know. But nigga, they got me so fucked up, bro. And I don't know why they let me go up there, but I know I fell down them bitches, but not all of them. But I'm like, damn, my shit
You fell
hurt.
down the spiral staircase?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Now it was soon as I got.
You fell down the whole thing?
I had about four to six
I
left.
laid at the end like Peter Griffin.
Oh,
I
God.
was close, nigga. I had like 4, 5, 6 steps left. I'm like, fuck. But I was so fucked up, and I fell down them stairs off, and I'm like,
You was by yourself?
hell no.
There was other people there?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Everybody was like, nigga,
You said it was your
twins.
birthday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
twins, that's when everybody, that's why I'm like, yo, that's in New York.
Yeah,
He was probably in LA, because I didn't meet Khyree at the time.
Yeah.
This is like,
I was there.
years ago.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
when I remember my first time going to fucking Lil 5.
Oh, nigga.
I never went to a Lil
nigga,
5.
that shit.
Nigga, we had
I'm
that.
too old.
I feel like I instantly woke up and blacked out. Like it happened like in quick succession. Cause I remember me and this nigga, we were taking a picture and we had this big ass pint of fucking or this big ass
That's crazy.
gallon
That was the second night.
what was that?
I had Ciroc apple.
Ciroc. And then we had the other one of the Patron, nigga. We posted that shit. That's an OG ass picture.
If I went to my grades, would have been bad.
That's why I ain't never go, bro. I knew I would have floated down. I was
The way one of my homies was living down there, bro, like niggas is just posted, trapping and shit. Like niggas just smoking, partying, like
My roommate from freshman year
almost got my boy evicted on
Asian.
That's how bad the party was. We almost got that nigga evicted. No, my boy who went to Bloom, we almost got that nigga evicted.
Yeah,
bro. That party was that busted.
We brought a whole.
We fucked up the structure of his fucking what was it, townhouse, nigga?
Yeah, like
the floor.
it kind of cracked the foundation.
Nigga, it was so many people jumping. I remember I was downstairs and it was at least 30 motherfuckers downstairs. But we was chilling downstairs. The whole top
just looking up, and it was.
Nigga, it looked like some waves.
I mean, the campus police ended up pulling up.
I spent half.
Went on for like 15 minutes.
No,
and then,
yeah,
like,
that's
the campus
too long.
police pulled
But
up
that was the second time we did that shit though. The first time we threw a party there was earlier in the day, nigga, and it was all in the street. We literally started like a whole block party on some spare of the moment shit.
That shit was fun as fuck, man.
But niggas was busting off the ecstasy. Hey, I got just me off the ecstasy. I'm a different man. Put it that way. We had it overly busted.
Don't do drugs.
It's some stories I can't say on the camera about that. Yeah, don't do drugs. That shit, ecstasy burns a hole in your brain. I did that shit one fucking time, and that shit had me. It fucked up my serotonin, bro. I was down for the count for a week. Next week,
niggas.
Yeah,
that was
crazy. I just was reading some shit online about X. I ain't never seen no X. I was just reading online about MDMA, and they said people be down. Like,
dude, and for me it was like a week.
The best way I could describe it is like you ever wake up and it's just a cloudy ass day and you got work that day.
You're like, man, fuck this shit, man. You just wake up like, fuck this
shit.
You
just like,
nigga, imagine just having 5 bad Mondays in a row.
Why would I want to take that shit?
But that's that. But yeah, shit. Literally back to back. That's how that shit feels when right after that shit. But while you on it, oh my god, it's like
that's why niggas gotta keep taking that shit.
Yeah, because it fucks up your. You gonna want to feel that again.
Yeah. Like
just to feel normal, you gonna want to.
But by the time you stop taking it, I feel like now you got so. You said you had a week, a bad day,
and that was one time I did.
So think if you did like 4 days straight, now I got 4 weeks of bad days when I want to be sober. Like, no.
Potentially, yeah.
So I shouldn't even take it one time if I do.
I'll try it once, but I don't want to feel like I'm being like I got a bad day after. I don't want to feel like
it really feel like a bad day after.
Nigga, I was
feeling down.
I lost my. I was so turned up, nigga. I lost my.
It makes sense though. This thing is you taking something that's boosting your happiness level so high, so euphoric.
I knew,
and then now you regular again. You like.
Nigga,
it's like a combination. It's like a combination of all that shit. Yeah. Like you thinking about like, damn, yesterday was fun as fuck. Now I gotta go back home. Nigga, then you like, damn, like thinking about some shit that happened 5 years ago. You like, damn, I should. Like, man, I knew I shouldn't have did that bitch that week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that shit had me so turned up in the moment though. That shit had me so turned up in the moment. I was in a function giving bad bitches motivational speeches and shit. I'm over here. I was over here.
Bitch, you gonna be something.
You gonna be something. I see it in you. I'm telling you. You was meant for more.
Hell no.
I'm over here asking them what they degrees in and shit. What they going to school for. I'm like, you passionate about it and shit.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Like I was saying, with my first little fire. With my first little fire, bro. That shit. We ended up. I don't remember what happened. I blacked out after we had those Patron, like those big ass bottles and shit. We started taking shots. I don't remember what happened, but from what I understand, from what I was told, I guess I had went into like I had to go pee, right? So I went into this random apartment building thinking it was my homie's building. And it was some completely random ass person's building, so I'm just walking into their fucking bathroom and they all looking at me crazy as hell. So they then started to get on that, but I don't know if like I walked out and they were still trying to come out or some shit, but somehow like I was with him and my brother and like our whole crew and shit, so they seen what was going on and like the static and shit, so they came over. Basically, we pressed them like, yeah, I mean it's that if y'all trying to get some shit, like it is what it is. Yeah, like this nigga fucked up. He dead wrong, but we'll still beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? So then I guess after the fact, I was still fucked up, still shitty about the situation. I stood on one of them niggas' cars and took a whole picture.
See, you was off X?
Nah, I was drunk. This is my first time at Lil 5.
I'm gonna say you couldn't let that shit go. I can't take this shit.
I gotta stand up.
I gotta do something about this shit.
Took a whole flick on that shit. Took a whole flick on that.
What's your man did that shit to Lucci?
What buddy name for YSL?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I forgot.
I know his name. Was he at Gotti?
Yeah, Gotti. Oh, then one little dude, one of the niggas stood on the TV.
Bro, I don't remember that shit. I just remember waking up and niggas was showing me the pictures.
Nigga, I was the one taking the pictures. I was like, I was telling this nigga a bunch of different poses and shit. I was taking that shit out. I ain't gonna lie. We was young,
standing on that.
Who was like 17? Niggas was like 17, like shit.
Damn.
Yeah, Lil 5 used to get crazy.
Yeah, I still ain't been to a Lil 5.
Man.
I never got to because I was gone. I was too far.
Bro.
I feel like I'm too old to go down there on some turn up shit.
Yeah, I am.
But I'll go down there and perform if I get booked.
I'll book you whenever we do some alumni shit. Cause I go to jail I think they went for homecoming though, but like all the alumni they cause y'all be around.
Oh, grown.
Yeah, it don't. And then you know you're not gonna go to no little kid party.
Did you ever think about like still like living in Bloomington after you graduated? Because I know there's like, at ISU there was definitely hella people.
I was for a little bit, but that's because my apartment lease.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wasn't in the rush to move up. Like I literally. Like, that's why it's like shit in reverse for me right now, cause like nigga, I had to get all them surgeries before I got kicked off my mom and daddy insurance.
Yeah.
And nigga, think about COVID. When I retold my shit, COVID hit. So like nigga, it seemed COVID been going on for a minute, but it don't seem like a minute. But nigga, 2020, 2021, 22. That's 3 years I didn't get my
3 years deep with this shit.
Yeah, and 3 years I didn't get my knee checked out, and I'm just now getting it fixed. So like that's why I had to have the 2-part surgery. But like I was living in Bloom after, but I had to move back because I had to. My mom was like, nigga, you know, that's how I kept fucking my shit up. I'm a college student trying to heal up. I'm working, internship, music full time. 18 credits, a hell of shit. I'm like, nah. So I just had to move to the crib. I'm like, fuck it.
Well, I know your ass is staying up.
My nigga
fuck.
Ty said,
nigga, I ain't never sleep. That be my. I used to get out of video game classes.
Oh, now yeah.
He said
I cut it because I ain't want to double major. Nigga, I was getting out of class at like 10 p.m. Like. Nigga, it's crazy how the music work, cause like nigga, bitches wasn't even bitches was like like they think I ain't no booty calling. I'm like, bitch, I get out of class at 10. I gotta turn this out the shit by 12. I gotta make my money by 12.
Yeah.
Then I was taking music so serious, nigga. I 3 hours just freestyling, and then I'd be free.
Yeah. Like
you ain't no booty call. This all nigga schedule. No shit.
2:30.
We on that night owl schedule.
But nigga, I did not sleep, bro, at all, bro. That's
by my motherfucking senior college, I was like a unicorn on campus at that point. Like nigga, they like if you see me outside, you was like, what the fuck? All my classes early as hell in the morning. So I was getting all my, and I think I only had class by my senior. I only had class like 3 days out the week. My schedule was crazy. Like it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had classes then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was off. So it was like. Nigga, I was not coming out of my room, and that's when I had just started recording myself. So it was like I was overmotivated.
Yeah.
You'll catch me walking to because we couldn't smoke where we was at. Like you could smoke in your shit, but the fact that I knew if I got caught in this bitch, it could get ugly. I was like, I ain't even finna play with that ass. I always just go smoke in the wheel.
Right.
So
yeah.
Bro, by that time I was not coming. I'm just recording. Like all day, you know, I get class done, get a lift in, and then I'm tucked. The rest of the day, just record.
Hell yeah. Rarely going out.
I was not going out. Motherfuckers could not catch me. You might catch me at the basketball game. That was it.
Yeah.
And then even then, I walk in there. You know, I'm in there. I stunk the whole gym.
How often was you? I know you said you was going to school in New York. How often was you going to the city?
New York City, not that often for real. Cause I'm in upstate. A lot of people. I had to learn this too. I ain't understand that when I first got to New York to go to school. But when you and people hit New York and they automatically think New York City.
Yeah.
Like New York City is just a small part, not a small part. It's the biggest part. And it's the most major important part. But
I mean, they say New York City's smaller than Chicago.
Yeah, New York City is New York City. It's, you feel me, not that big.
Yeah.
It's a whole outside skirt of New York that motherfuckers don't really pay attention to or think about. Like, and I ain't know that. So I'm happy that I wasn't in the city because I got to experience all of New York. Like I got upstate experience. I had been parties on Syracuse campus.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I done been in Buffalo. I done been.
You have been to the Hamptons?
No, I ain't going to the Hamptons. I've been in Niagara Falls and shit. You feel me? All of that shit. And then I still got the city experience because all my real friends from, well, not my real friends, my friends from upstate too, but like the people who you feel me? Well, actually, my homie that got me home, and shout out my nigga Lou. He stayed in Syracuse, and that was like an hour from my school. So, well, not even like 45 minutes from my school. So I actually spent nights in Syracuse, like until I got back to Chicago. Basically, so I got on a plane to go home type shit. And I actually had like some of my latest times in Syracuse, but I go to the city with my friends that stayed out there. Like I had friends staying in the Bronx. I had a homie that was from Manhattan. I got homies from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
So like I hit the city and just link my friends, and they show me. Everybody be so excited to show me around type shit.
Yeah.
Cause they know I'm not from. You feel me? I'm from Chicago, so they showing me to their city. Like it was lit. I think out of the boroughs, the Bronx probably my favorite. Cause I'm walking around the Bronx, like going to the delis and shit. My nigga Mosh, like that shit was fun as hell. Like it's different. New York way different than Chicago.
Yeah.
Like it's way different.
What you fuck with, Mo?
I'm from Chicago. I gotta say Chicago, but New York, the vibe different. It's a vibe. I would definitely fuck with it. Like they neighborhoods, the way it's set up and shit. Like we got shit in Chicago like that, but like it's just different. Like they got a fucking bodega, deli, bro. I can go in this bitch. They cooking up steak and cheese and shit. Well, whatever they call it. I can't remember what the other shit called.
Yeah, we got motherfucking Whole Foods, nigga. They got regular.
Nah, they got like
we got little corner stores.
They got little corner stores you go in and get chips and cheese and shit in the hoods in Chicago, but like
it's not the same.
It's not the same. I ain't gonna lie, they got us beat on that little type of shit. But our food better than me. Yeah, definitely the food better.
Damn, what was the culture like?
Just out there ignorant. Damn niggas ignorant.
What they doing on top?
Hey, I don't know what projects I was fucking in. I don't remember what project. I was with my nigga Yomi. I walk in the project building. I come in and you know it's already creepy anyway. You in the project, so I'm like, I'm over. We from Chicago and Gary and shit. We old paranoid anyway. I'm like, the fuck, this shit look like I'm finna die in these buildings. That's how I was thinking. I'm like, this just don't feel right. But I come in the building. First thing I see is a Spanish bitch, bad as fuck. I'm like, damn, this like bitch y'all just got in the hood. I'm like, damn, this bitch bad. I look at Yomi. I'm like, she decent as fuck. He like, hell yeah, then. I know I hear this bitch like, man, suck my dick, nigga. Like, over aggressive. Like, she talk like a nigga. Like, I'm like, oh, these females out here different. Like, they aggressive. New York females, New York niggas, everybody aggressive as hell. I'm like, yo.
And that's just how they is. Nigga, when I was in South Bend shooting Kenny shit, this New York niggas started tweaking with me, bro. And I was by myself, so I hopped on Demon Time, bro. I was like, bro, you ain't gonna do shit. And I said some other shit, and he like, bro, I ain't even, you know. I'm like, nigga, don't say no shit like that.
That's what. Matter of fact, now that you say that, that's something I had to learn because my friends that I did end up getting real cool with. When I first got there, we wasn't that cool because of how they was talking. I'm like, nigga, you talking to me with a lot of bass in your fucking voice, bro. Like, fuck with all this shit. So I was staying away from niggas, but then I started understanding. I'm like,
that's just how they talk.
These niggas just talk aggressive, and I'm like, I get it.
And that's what I realized too. When I moved to LA, they think Chicago motherfuckers, where we come from in Indiana Midwest, we talk aggressive.
Yeah, they say we carry ourselves aggressive.
Exactly. So I'm standing around.
We're not aggressive, but we just be on. They too comfortable.
We ain't got no fucking palm trees.
You right.
This shit is still
cold out here.
It's still mules and it's cold out.
What do they say? They like that pollution.
Yeah, that shit real. But yeah, I realized that when I moved out there, cause when I talk to people, sometimes they take us straightforwardness as like they was getting like intimidated or something. It's like, this nigga crazy. I'm like, I ain't even that. It's just how we talk and communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying?
You like, I don't mean no harm.
Yeah, don't mean no harm type shit. So I realized different areas, different regions of the country, people talk different ways. Body languages,
everywhere you go to
microaggressions.
You go to the south, they just warm.
Yeah.
Like,
and they look warm. And they are that southern hospitality real down there. Like they're welcoming. Yeah. And then up here, we ain't got that same southern hospitality. It's like if niggas fuck with you, they fuck with you. They don't fuck with you, you know they don't fuck with you.
It's damn near like if you wave at somebody out here, they gonna look at you crazy as hell.
Fuck you, smile.
Who is it? Do I know you?
Like they when they put a nigga on, like everybody do vouch to like, but like one thing about Atlanta, like if you not from that nigga, they do not fuck with you. It's like they not like fuck you type shit, but like they not finna put you on. Like you gotta get that shit out the mud. Yeah. But like nigga, they found out my cousin, she know like she plugged in, she from that shit. She like this my little cousin, nigga. But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, y'all was just looking at me crazy. Now niggas got stamp of approval.
Then they embrace you. Yeah, you gotta get approved.
Nigga, Nolo, he left Miami and pulled up, and nobody, not saying nobody knew him, but like they didn't know he was with me because I've been in that, not been in Atlanta, but I've been there with Kobe for some days, and nigga, she like, nah, that's my cousin too, and they just let him in, like they ain't pat niggas down, they ain't
love.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it ain't like that.
As long as you getting vouched by somebody, you good.
Bro.
You said,
but like if nigga try that here, niggas like I still don't like his like.
Facts.
My bad, I just had to say that because what Khyree was saying.
You
like,
said some shit that was real shit to me. It'd be weird as hell. Like here, we wave at somebody, they look at you crazy as hell. Like I don't understand that shit. Like it's kind of fucked up. Like I'm the type of nigga. If I walk in a gas station, right, and this niggas hella niggas in there, I'll dead ass walk in. I'm like, what's good, y'all? Like I say what's to niggas I don't know, and it'd be so crazy to me when you get niggas be like looking at you like, fuck you. Like I'll be like, nigga, you too cool to say what's good.
Right.
But like, what the fuck?
It's smart that you take that approach because it changes the situation.
It changes
You know
the
what I'm
whole.
saying?
Because
a lot of
you don't
niggas
look
is
at me.
awesome.
You don't look at me like you don't know I got X, Y, and Z on me. Like I blow this bitch up, but I'm in there like, what's good?
And
You know,
out here,
y'all
I feel like niggas out here too really be like feeling like they gotta be on point at a lot of times.
They be too tough.
Too tough.
You gotta be on point, but you don't gotta come off like I'm on point, but you don't know I'm on point.
You can't be so on point that you're causing, you're being aggressive.
Because then you might spark something just off of how you carrying yourself.
Yeah.
Just over aggressive.
It's like you said with the gimmicks and shit earlier and shit. Like sometimes, or like when I was trying, like some niggas that get too into character.
True.
Like even you say whether you a gangster, whether you a citizen, whatever you do, but like some niggas get too into character and like you feel me and forget that they a human as own.
And that's I feel like with just the street culture and shit, I feel like that's the common thread I see between all of it. It's like it's no outlet to really be like, damn nigga, I'm sad. Like I got some shit going on that's really fucking me up.
You a street motherfucker.
Because if you see, because if that comes off to another street nigga as if like you like it's a form of weakness, but it shouldn't be viewed as that. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
everybody
toxicity.
go through shit.
That's the toxicity of poverty and what black people had to experience in America. Essentially, like
you can't show
weakness because a nigga take advantage of that, and it's like So everybody feel like they gotta put that mask on at all times just to be safe,
which is crazy.
Not just to go home.
Look, and it's crazy though, cause look, we spoke on this earlier. It'd be crazy because you can't show weakness, right? But if I make this song and I say I feel sad or I feel like this, and this, it'd be motherfuckers really fucking with that shit.
Yes.
And it'd be like, nigga, just say you fucking sad.
Right.
Like you sad too.
And that's why niggas love Rod Wave so much. But y'all all feel like them and it's okay to feel that way.
You feel like them and sad. You just don't want to express. Like nigga, you might need to express that shit. Like that's probably you need to get that shit off your chest. You gotta speak.
That Jim Crow shit fucked up our people, bro, on a mental level.
That's why I talk. Everybody that be around me know. You around me, I don't. If you around me, I love you. You feel me? You my friend. I trust you. Like for the most part, anybody that's around me on a day to day, I could say whatever I feel. Like nigga, I'm mad as hell. Like or nigga, I'm fucked up about this. I ain't even on no. I'm trying to tell a motherfucker this to like I don't know how some people I do know people that'll be woe is me. I gotta tell you this shit. I'm gonna go crazy, folks. I gotta get it off my chest real quick, and then we gonna move on like I'm good.
Cause I
gotta tell you like, I'm going crazy. I'm finna kill something,
bro. Like not having that outlet, like I've seen a nigga self-destruct off of not being able to express what they really going through.
It's like the mental health shit, and I feel like it relates even back to slavery. And how they pitted us against each other now. So now we feel like we got to be on guard. Niggas can't talk about their feelings and shit. You bottling so many things in.
That should make you go crazy.
Right. And then our people, we also weren't ever given like, we weren't ever told, given the resources in like the inner cities and stuff to go see a therapist, you know, go to a shrink or something, go talk to a doctor or go talk to your friends or open up about what you're going through. Like people see people die around them all the time and they can't even talk about it. They're going crazy in their head.
Yeah. And
like it's messed up because our culture just now starting to acknowledge that you can have PTSD from just living in your neighborhood and seeing somebody get shot in your front porch.
Hold on.
So, but the culture then made it seem like we can't talk about shit, and that's, I feel like, go back to the Jim Crow and slavery. You break down the minds of the people, they gonna stay down.
Facts.
But I think it's hope. You know, more and more niggas starting to open up, talk about how they feel. I think that shit is strength. Honestly, I think it takes a lot of strength to talk about if you going through some
I mean,
shit.
it takes a lot to be able to say how you really feel.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's the main reason why people express themselves in aggression, because they don't know how to conceptualize what they're really going through and how to express it
want
and
to
be
be
like,
heard too.
that shit hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
What I learned? I learned this through seeing like a family member, how they raising their kid right now. And we was raised kind of, at least I know I was, for the most part, most black kids of our generation was raised kind of the same. So it'd be like, you a little kid and you crying, right? This starts from when we kids.
Tough
look,
nigga.
Shut up, nigga. Like, you good, fuck it. Like,
Right.
or I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
I see this family member raising their kid, and their kid would be like crying. And yeah, they don't baby him all the way, but they be like, well, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Express yourself. Like, well, why is this bothering you? I'm like, why the fuck is y'all talking to this little kid like this? Like, he a kid. Like, you know, because I'm like, man, you better shut your ass up. That's how I was talking to my nieces and everything. Like, you'll be all right. But I see, like, damn, they teaching this baby how to express himself. And with him learning how to express and understand what he's feeling, he gonna always be able to communicate in situations.
Yeah.
Just because you raising him different.
And not only that too, like one thing that I had learned from, I don't know where I read this from, but it had basically talked about like talking to children and like talk to them like how you talk to everybody else. Like don't like use a baby voice with them because it creates like speech impediments and shit. You know what I'm saying? So even to that same point though, like learning to have like some form of emotional maturity at a young age is so important, bro, because if you don't have a way to like express how you're feeling when you're feeling negative feelings, you're gonna end up hurting somebody.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. More of a curse when you think about it overall. But like, for example, I feel like that's why black people, not street niggas, not just black people as a whole, like that's why we so like who we is. We got culture and everything. Cause like think about it, like rappers, like niggas don't talk about shit, but they talk about their feelings. Athletes, you can't talk about shit, so you put it all on the court, and like that's what make us like we always got to be the odds. Even with education, you feel me? Everything.
Like we got chips on our shoulders.
Yeah,
that's
why niggas so athletic. Niggas were slaves. Not everybody, but even before the slavery, like niggas was already athletic. But like that's why, like it's like you feel me? It's like niggas built for this.
We gotta transfer that.
Like,
we can't release that, so we gotta put it into some outlet. Yeah.
See what's crazy too about that, even to that point, you've heard some of the greatest songs and seen some of the greatest fucking sports performances off the strength of a nigga going through some shit.
Even like outside of
and
sports, like
his sister, I'll never forget that.
Or Deshaun Jackson when his dad had died.
Yeah,
fucking like
bro. Yeah, because like even with art, any art, music, like actual, like all like niggas somehow like just. But I feel like it's because that's literally our expression. That's why we got so much culture. But it's a curse. But that's why I said it's a curse overall when you think about it, because we would be better off without these problems.
Yeah.
But like think about it. Who really benefiting off us crashing up? Now we don't gotta get too detailed, but like think about the labels. I'm like, these niggas getting paid forever off this dead man. I'm like, a real nigga tell you stop doing street shit. Like we not gonna pay you if a nigga owe you money, you gonna be like nah until you get those shit straight. It's like they be benefiting off the black man and woman's like crash out downfall, and that's why I say it's a big curse, because we not even eating off that. Not saying we should, but it'd be better to have no problems. But like,
and to that point, I almost feel like it benefits them more if you crash out in a spectacular way. Like,
of course, it's a spectacle.
DMX going down, you know, the way that he did, like over the course of time.
That's not a spectacle way. That's not a marketable for a label.
I mean, his sales went up after he died, though. But that was a long process now versus a nigga like Juice
or PNB Rock. PNB Rock sales shot up. Pop Smoke shot up. And them labels is all E.
Violent deaths.
Something that's being broadcasted.
If you want to go too
it's gonna make the fans get more connected. So like you sell this deluxe album, your unreleased stuff,
merch, all that shit.
Way bigger than your projects when you was alive. It's fucked up, but everybody love you when you die.
But when it's broadcasted, stay making money. Whether it's off of DMX funeral, it's on the news. Think about that's millions and it's like,
and
like look, if I post a video,
no better market.
And so many people get to make money off of that shit.
If
too.
I post a black man dying, my account get flagged.
Careers, man.
Think about and nigga, them videos of these black men dying by the police, 20 million views. Nigga, imagine how much money we'd make off 20 million views, and that's off one YouTube video. It's millions of, and then that's just the YouTube. Imagine when it's live on the news, every worldwide.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Oh, now all these other countries like, look what's happening in America.
Yeah,
so, but that's like, let's go back to clout. Like, now the network. And
it is clout. Then think how many people ripping that video, ripping that article and resharing and reposting.
Nigga, well, that's why America run the world and
saying that
entertainment.
though. With y'all even saying that, like, clout has always been like a relevant thing,
Yeah,
like,
it
almost
just had a
throughout the
different
course.
name.
Of
I feel
life.
like it's levels, though. I feel like it's clout or it's fame.
Nobody, like, what first law of the 48? You can never outshine the master. There's always like somebody who's at the top. If you're competing to get that position, I will literally kill you to make sure that you don't supersede me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that clout shit and being able to, for spectacles of black men dying and shit, like it boosts all these companies up so much. And it's not even just the one company that's airing the footage live, but it's all the people commentating over it. It's all the people making YouTube videos about it. It's all the fucking radio hosts talking about the situation. Everybody is going up from it. So
you know what's
but that's crazy though. Like I didn't even start to really think about it that deep until y'all brought it up.
The company who make Dracos, they stock went up crazy because you know, so not to keep bringing them up, but like remember when he was dissing Quavo and he kept saying Draco, he like Young Draco, and like nigga, they said he boosted their stocks by like
I'll be real. He taught me what Draco was. I'm not a gun nigga, so I didn't know.
And I think he had a little stock in it, but yeah, he made some money from it. But like nigga, imagine nigga, Draco's over relevant till today. But nigga, think about them not even the most like nigga, you better off getting a real actor.
I was gonna
like
say it's not even like the best gun. It's just the gun that people have promoted.
And niggas like me who weren't like big on like learning about guns and shit, I didn't know what the fuck a Draco was. That was my first time seeing this when Soulja Boy was waving that bitch around. I ain't never seen no other rappers. All I heard niggas talk about Nas, AKs, and some shit, texts.
I learned what Drake was. I ain't
niggas
gonna
want to rap about him.
Before the Soulja made it big, it's like an iconic ass picture of Chief Keef with a Drake.
Yeah, one.
And
I thought you was finna say
they had an AK pistol. I know that's an AK pistol. And I'm like, fuck is the Draco? And then I'm like, oh.
That bitch just don't Call of Duty. You might want to
AK-74.
Yeah, what's crazy? They really meant for actual war, like.
What they call it then?
Or if you going underwater,
okay.
Like if you underwater, like it's actually meant for like to survive anything. But it's like niggas don't even know it. Like you supposed to get a Draco because like if it's apocalypse or if you in another not like no movie shit, but like that's basically what it's meant for. Because the Russians all the snow and shit. But niggas here get into
defense.
So it's just like a all-terrain type weapon. Like you can use it in any situation.
Yeah,
it'll be
anytime.
Like
it can be no more guns being made than that'd probably be.
I would use it in a situation in the crib or like if you on bullshit. I don't think it's a good.
I ain't saying don't use it.
No, he's saying use it. It's all terrain. I'm letting the nigga know if you got a Draco, don't use it for all terrain, like everything, because you gonna miss. Like you said, it's so inaccurate. Like that's a gun. I feel like it's good for your home, because if somebody's in my home, it's close quarters. So it's like.
And you may not know exactly where they are.
I don't know where
the area they in.
I know the area you in. This bitch is loud enough that you're not gonna want to stay there. Two, it's gonna go through anything I shoot it through down there. So it's like
716.
it's good for that, but it's also dangerous because if you got kids in your house and somebody in your house, I can't just shoot this bitch through anything. So it is actually it's a gift and a curse gun.
That's why shotgun's scary.
Shotgun, but I don't want shotgun. That's close.
That's a plea.
Twin just
I'm like, hey, bro, don't do that. Use a pistol to knock me out. You gonna fuck my whole
He just told me I could ride around with shotgun, and it became like my
nigga.
One thing I know I gotta go get a shotgun.
Senior year, my boy was 18, driving to school
with a sawed off.
Nah, you can't have a sawed off.
I can't have a mini one.
No, you can't saw off. You ain't
a mini.
You know the
if you cut your shit off, that's
illegal.
You gotta be in the South to ride. I don't think you can ride around that.
I'm sure that's illegal to cut your shit off.
I should be able to have the short mouse.
I'm telling you, because it make that bitch a little bit more dangerous. You gotta have.
Damn right, fit in my book bag.
Nigga, that's a pistol instant kill, bro.
Yeah, but my boy used to ride
I
around
hopped out the whip
back
with this. What you doing?
Oh my. Your ass, oh my from the wire.
Trying to get busy.
Get your ass, nigga. You pull up and let the window. Pull up and let the window.
I don't even need
I
that.
think that's what they shot Ricky with.
Yeah, with a double barrel.
Yeah, I'm finna give me. I'm finna give me one. I'm finna give me
And
one.
with your bullshit, Ricky shouldn't have got hit from that distance. That shit shouldn't have spread, bro.
Your
He was
right
down the
shoulder.
alley and he D1, nigga.
Your right shoulder gonna be strong as hell. Your right shoulder gonna be strong as hell, boy. His right shoulder.
My first time shooting when I dropped that bitch.
Damn.
I shot my dad, Mossberg.
I ain't never shot a shot.
Boy, I ain't never shot with me.
I was big. I don't need no big ass.
I was a little kid. I'm waiting on that kickback on with that motherfucker. That motherfucker kicked my shoulder. Got hard like
And I don't need nothing.
this.
I'm like,
I'm a flood.
Oh,
He was
God.
not capping. He was holding it like that, boy.
Like Mike Epps and Friday and shit. Friday after that.
Who you got the bees and I'll be box shit.
I'll be like shit.
Damn, so, okay, fucking, what was I gonna say? So how do y'all feel about Adidas trying to re-sign with Kanye after they just tried to drag this nigga through the mud?
Second chance, man. Second chance. I wouldn't put my foot if I got mics on today.
I got my phone.
The Kanye shit, well, the re-signing them shit, I
Yeah.
think is, alright.
Do you think it's a good, who do you think wins out on that deal? Do you think it's better for Kanye or Adidas?
They both win because they both need each other.
And
Look
then,
at
and then look at
They both
Adidas.
gonna make
Adidas struggling
That's
without
like
him.
Adidas and they flop with Beyonce shit. How you flop with the best female artist? They dropped the bag. I'm sorry.
They
I
need
love
each other.
Adidas. I love Adidas. But
They
I
need
swear to
to
God,
have
if Nike had Beyonce, they would have done some shit.
Oh God, it would have been such a crazy.
But
campaign.
Adidas had to learn this lesson of when you messing with black culture, we are the fucking tastemakers. Just because y'all might still put out some shit without this man don't mean we go buy it now. The reason why we bought it in the first place is because it's Kanye, not because it's Adidas.
and that's really a sign of
That's
disrespect. Like, it would have been cool to, we ain't fucking with you. Alright, on to the next. We finna drop. Who signed with Adidas? Some Damian. Nah, he ain't signed. But you know, some new Tracy's, something crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they tried to make an example out of him to say what Khyree said. Like, they basically was like, we're dropping Yeezys again, but without his trademark. Like, they're not
Nobody
gonna.
buying that shit.
Yeah, and that's trying to disrespect. That's like you dropping my mixtape
That's a spit
with
in
your
your
name
face.
on it, and you getting paid. Yeah, it's like.
And it show you what they think of black creatives in the first place because they already, as before that shit happened, they was dropping Adidas slides that was made to look like the ones that they got on his feet.
Facts.
And he was pissed about that shit. And it's like, how you gonna steal the design of your cash cow and not cut him in on it? Now you basically saying, fuck you, we gonna make money outside of our deal on top of your shit.
I think the main part about that to me is the fact that as much money as he was making them and as much influence as he was giving them, they were still not trying to make him an executive. You know what I'm saying? As if he's not bringing something to the
B's,
table.
nigga, not M's.
You know what I'm
B's.
saying? He achieved a B before he even got into that deal. Once that deal was already, well, nah.
The
He
deal
got into
was-
that deal a while ago, but he ended up raising their stock so much that it's like he don't deserve a chair. You know what I'm saying? He don't
I
deserve
mean,
a
look at
seat
it like
at the
this.
table.
That nigga went from being on Twitter in 2016 saying he's $500K in debt and he's had zero to his name to what he was had like 9 billion before all that happened. He was ranked out on Forbes. That's insane.
Honestly,
That's insane.
The only other, I mean, you gonna have the hip hop heads, yeah, be like, well, run DMC. But other than them niggas and Ye, the only other nigga that really I feel like put on for Adidas, like, was an athlete, and that was Rose. Like nobody.
True.
That's the only other
Rose had
motherfucker.
crazy run with
T-Mac.
them.
But even then, they weren't competing with Nike.
I'm gonna say,
Nah.
I had T-Max as a kid. T-Max is one of my
T-Mac
favorites,
was,
though.
but-
but they weren't competing with Nike.
Not at all.
Like you're right, you 100% right.
yeah,
Yeah, D-Rose coming back. That was
D-Rose
the biggest look they had in a
It was
long
like
time.
their biggest look, and then right after Rose, I think that's when Ye stumbled into the shit.
You know what's crazy though?
I felt like there was a dying brand at that
Yeah,
right
they was
before
fantastic.
that.
Right before Rose, I feel like Adidas was on their way up.
But I
they
wouldn't
did
say
the crazy.
coming-
They did the crazy light series.
But what I
that's
was-
when they had him. They had Derrick Rose, Brandon Knight. Who the fuck else was in there?
Let's not talk
But
about freshman.
also fashion shit though.
I told you not
To be real with Adidas
It's
though,
cold,
to be
man.
real with Adidas, everything that we see
They
going
too
on
good to
now,
be true, bro.
everything like fashion, as
When I
far as
try
like the
home,
shoes
I'm
going and
like,
shit.
I feel like D Rose.
What was that?
My fault.
No, yeah. But I was saying, all I was gonna say is basically, to be real though, with Adidas, they was ahead of the curve as far as fashion goes, issuing in designer shoes. Cause in 2012, nigga, I got them Jeremy Scott wings. Jeremy Scott signed Adidas deal with them in 2010. It was designer shoes. Brad Simmons,
his whole line.
Rick Owens, they all had Adidas shoes around 2011 through 13, and nobody was really fucking with them like that, except if you was hip type shit. But they was in the forefront of that. So I will say I give Adidas the cultural aspect, but they kind of fucked up a little bit by not realizing we are the culture at the end of the day. Y'all can have the good ideas, y'all can make the right business decisions, even be ahead of the curve. But at the end of the day, we go be the tastemakers of that shit.
Facts.
Y'all need us essentially.
Facts. And it's all that extra shit, all the commercials, all of it, all the advertisement comes off the strength of the design and who the design is associated with. Because it's like, not only is, because I mean, honestly, Kanye, I feel like he has a couple designs that are questionable, but for the most part, his entire like catalog as a fashion designer has been fire. Every nigga is like, Red Octobers is in every nigga's grail shoe.
Oh yeah, we don't hate the Jews, by the way. What Kanye was saying about the Jews, I don't think y'all should die. We ain't going, what that nigga say he doing, Death Star 3, all that shit. Yeah, I don't leave that shit. He was on some other shit.
Yeah.
But anyways.
They weren't gonna succeed nowhere. Like, even if you put all ethnicities, races, everything like aside, like the niggas who really reselling and buying, the motherfucker, y'all know who can afford that shit. Little kids, not kids, but teenagers buying like $18,000 worth of shoes. Like the nigga who sell shoes, DJ Khaled, he make over $500,000. But look,
wasn't there like a Nike exec or some like was reselling out of
she got fired.
Yeah,
but even like I said, all race, all the little bullshit aside, business wise, that's why I feel like they were trying to like clown, like make a statement of Kanye. But even out all the other shit aside, it wouldn't have went successful because like the original always gonna be worth more in the shoe game. Like if Jordans just went out. It was like, man, we finna replace him with Marcus Jordan. Y'all like, man, we don't want his son. Like, nah, for real. And like, so the stock gonna rise. Like, that's why they had Vanessa Bryant just won that lawsuit. Well, she won two lawsuits. The one off Nike because they pulled all Kobe shit and they was finna they like, we not gonna let the retailers get.
They tried to claim his name.
And basically, that's why I feel like even like all the bullshit aside, that wouldn't, like, even if Kanye ain't do that, it wouldn't work out.
So
because they wouldn't have made that money.
She also sued them and the city of Los Angeles.
That was I remember
one
seeing
she just
that was super.
That's the one
she about the LA County.
No, I was gonna ask, like, so she sued them because they pulled their stock of his line of shit.
I'm talking about soon as Kobe died, they wiped, like, you couldn't buy no Kobe
and they also
off his site.
And they said they also owned his name, so they weren't trying to get his family.
Oh, so pretty much they were probably in breach of their contract or something like that, like pulling his shit off.
I honestly don't know.
They was on some bullshit.
I don't want to be a conspiracy. You can cut this out, but Kobe had a lawsuit coming to Nike, and it was weird because it was the year all the athletes was. I guess he was on, like, it's a black man. He was basically finna start on his own company and sign all the black athletes so it'd be black owned. And like he was talking to like that's why Kawhi, like, he ended up signing with somebody. Yeah, he was gonna get Kyrie not fucking with Nike. Like, even before that shit, like they re-signed their contracts, and like you can look it up, like off the camera shit. Like, I seen you the face, like, and it's just weird. Like, he was gonna start up his own company, and he already training Giannis, Kawhi, everybody he trained got an MVP or a ring.
I will say, I remember at that point in time after he passed, a lot of people were saying, like, it was something to the effect of he was working on, like, he was about to be such a greater businessman than he was an athlete. I remember that narrative being pushed a lot around that time, but I didn't know that was what he was.
Everybody loved Kobe too, bro.
Yeah.
Kobe too.
Yeah.
Nike made billions and just off Asian. Them motherfuckers fucking with him so heavy because you know he loved his fans. Like Kobe, he said it. He was like, I don't care if I'm injured. Like niggas nowadays,
they said when he was in China,
I remember that day.
Crazy.
I remember.
Bro, he was doing camps over there. Nigga, NBA players don't spend the summer in a whole nother country helping they basketball players. Like, niggas that had love for.
They treat that nigga like Jesus over there. Yeah. They got courts over there for that nigga with his face on it.
And like,
that's crazy.
And he wasn't even on $1 billion contract, and they made $1 billion off China.
Global.
I'm like,
They easily made $1 billion off of his name, KD name, LeBron name.
Yeah.
and it's just
And
weird that
hard.
Steph, well, nah.
Steph on the Under Armour. I know he probably made
Man.
some.
Oh yeah, Steph is keeping them
But
niggas afloat.
Nike grabbed Bron at 18. That
18,
is-
they gave him a lifetime
Goddamn
deal.
right.
They gave that nigga a B, a couple. I think they gave him what, like 2 Bs,
I
a
mean,
B for a
but
lifetime deal.
Brown was always projected to be the greatest, like the greatest basketball player of all time. At least he was going to be
Nigga,
the
he was
second.
nicknamed the
gonna
chosen
be-
one out of high school. That's crazy.
and he was
named
actually
chosen.
going
Bro,
crazy.
Yes,
though.
the nigga
Like,
was
I
chosen.
didn't know that.
Stupid in high school.
Like,
You
I
feel
don't
me?
think
His
and
high
he
school
made all
highlights
the-
is crazy.
Bro, he made all the competition look so much smaller than what they were. Those
And
kids
he
were
was
probably
younger
like
than
decent.
them though. That's what's crazy.
And he was smaller than too. He was only like 6'5", 6'6" in high school.
Yeah.
Like that nigga is specimen.
Bro.
Fucking made out the lab. His ass was tall.
Like,
Bro, even
last
with his
person
injury
to come
now,
from
nigga.
high school, like straight
Y'all
from high
see,
school.
you seen the video of the last game?
Yeah,
when he was talking to Patrick
Put
Mahomes.
himself back in. I'm like, you sweet.
He inbounded. He literally inbounded the play after he fucked up his ankle. And Patrick Mahomes courtside. He like, what's up, bro? He like, playing with a fucked up ankle. You know how that is.
Oh,
Inbounding
man,
the ball.
I
The
didn't
nigga
see
standing there. Come on,
I
man.
didn't see that shit.
Now they talking about he out indefinitely. The nigga sitting here courtside talking about
He
he
probably
playing
just
with the
don't want to
fuck
play on that shit.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
that's
wants to.
in his body.
He don't
Like
want
we
to.
talking about earlier. Like
He trying to stay in the league. He's smart.
And I mean, and truth be told, like he's trying to
I
wait
can't
till
even-
his son comes.
I can't even
out.
blame
You
my
know what
nigga.
I'm saying?
And then this is what a lot of people don't know about like sports in general. Like if you hurt one part of your body and you play on it, right? You put in more pressure, stress, or compensation is what it's called on another part of your body.
That's why
So-
AD.
Somewhere you could have a fucked up ankle and keep playing on it, and then now you done fucked around and popped your knee
Yeah.
because you feel me? You're doing something.
Yeah,
Your
you're
body, as
compensating.
you're a human being, your natural humanly instinct is going to adjust to whatever happens to you. You're going to adjust.
Another
to
part got to
Yeah.
make
Feel
up
me?
for it.
So another part making up for it.
That
Now,
happened to KD in the
Yeah.
finals.
That happened to me. That's what I'm talking
That's why he
about.
about this
Yeah.
shit. You
They,
right?
they literally, they was like, your leg not, and they wouldn't tell us.
They weren't supposed to.
But you in the finals, and then think about it.
And what's
That's why it's
crazy,
fucked up.
you see his
If you don't
shit
play,
pop
you a
too.
bitch.
Yeah.
Like, but
That's
he
some
played
B-roll- that's
towards
some B-roll
fucking.
You
shit,
see,
too.
you seen his shit
That's a-
pop though.
that
man.
that come
That was
to
crazy. That's
a lot of
Yeah.
misconceptions. If I could do my whole life, if I went basketball route, do it over, I would have sat out when I fucked my hip up freshman year. Type shit. I had popped my hip, and I thought it was like my hip flex or my groin,
Yeah.
and they wasn't really looking at it. And then I found out later, like, oh, I had an avulsion fracture. So I had a small, like, something like actually seriously wrong with my shit to where I shouldn't have been playing.
Mm.
But they like, it's just a pull groin, you can hoop. So me playing on it, then I tore my knee up. Like,
Yeah,
my doctor
that's-
told me,
that's
my
it.
doctor told me at the time back then, like, you probably tore your knee up because your hip was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I learned. You compensate, you play different. Or like,
And your
even
legs
when-
was out of natural alignment.
even when you come back, like when you coming back from your surgery, like when I start hooping again, I learned like I compensated. I was putting more weight on my left leg. I jump high off my left leg. I feel like I can't really. I be jumping weird off my right leg. It just feel weird. Like
Yeah.
you compensate. You gotta take your time to get your
Yeah.
shit all the way back together.
Yeah. No. Shit, I ain't never get this shit fixed.
Man.
They see, bro. That's the fucked up part. Is I feel like when I get older, this shit is gonna really fuck with me.
Last healthy nigga left.
Man,
God,
nah, cause my hand fucked up. I broke my shit and when I hit this nigga, bro, my shit popped now. You can hear that bitch.
Bro, my shit
I wish I would've-
in and up too.
Man, that's when I was living in LA. That nigga tooth went through my shit, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, his tooth went through his lip and went through my fucking knuckle.
Did a Mortal Kombat uppercut. Yeah.
I hit that. I hit the right cross on the head.
Oh, goodness. They're like, why Kyrie crouching? What the fuck?
It was straight. I felt like Offset with the motherfucking Falcon punch.
His ass jumped in the grass.
Nah, but I broke my shit, bro, and I went to the hospital. They told me I had a hand contusion, nigga.
Damn.
So they just wrapped my shit, right? I should have got x-rays done, bro. I really did break my fucking knuckle, and the way it grew back now, like these are touching right here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so this is like flatter than this one. And it's a little bit fatter too. Yeah, I wish I would have got like something done, bro. I like took better care of it. I didn't even have it like in the splinter or nothing for real.
Health as well.
Dude.
Young.
Anytime I hit somebody, bro, my shit ring. Like it'll get a little buzz. That adrenaline be rushing, so like I don't give a fuck essentially when it's time to go. It's survival instincts at the time. Like, I'll worry about this hand later on, but I definitely do be thinking about it though for sure.
Nigga, I took my cast off months early. Nigga, we had finals. I'm like, bro, I'm not writing from on my left hand, bro. I can't write but nigga, I learned how to, but like, I was like, I can't finish that time limit. And then, you know, you can get compensated for that. But I'm like, I'm not trying to take a final. That's weird as hell. What if I just look at another nigga paper, you know, some shit like that? I'm like, no, but they was like, you can take it and you get double the time, but you gotta be in this a long room with a bunch of motherfuckers looking at you. I'm like, hell no. And that's out my way. I'm a freshman, I'm trying to get out. And then I took my shit out months early and my shit just be popping out of play. Like randomly, nigga, like, I remember one time I got up, I was doing rehab and shit, working out, I got up, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like, nigga, I felt like, I'm like, oh, I gotta like keep twisting and pulling and pop my shit back in place, and I'm like, dude, I should have been, I took the cast off early, I'm like, I should have never did that shit. Oh God, we gonna regret this shit when we old, bro.
But that's really why I don't like hooping, bro, because sometimes, like with hooping, you know, you jumping, you shuffling, you doing all the time, you feel me?
Niggas don't even have fun no more, bro. Niggas.
Oh man, I got
like,
two whistle niggas
about,
at
like,
the gym the other day.
Hold on, I gotta chill out.
Like, let me.
Like nigga, niggas be tripping too. I got to it at the gym the other day, man.
Wasn't you just hooping drunk at the gym?
Yeah, I was busting ass too.
I feel like
that's one of the best times I had.
Yeah,
he started doing the little man Tyson. I'm like, what the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely came out confident. Me and Dave was like 3 straight.
we was
cooking.
I'll bust y'all that.
It was not too much competition. Bring your ass out, nigga. Alex was out there, nigga. We scraped him up real quick.
Don't do it, bro.
Scraped him little cuz real quick.
Look at my knee right now.
I was hooping in that Y League. I was alright in the Y League.
I want to play with you. I want to play it. Next one.
Hey, I meant to say earlier. You ever watched the Muhammad Abdul? What I say is Rolf documentary.
The nigga that was in the league.
Nick, yeah.
He was a buck.
He like Curry before Curry.
He was Curry before Curry, bro. But you gotta watch that shit. He got put like blackball.
Did he change his Did he change his name too?
He turned Muslim.
What ended up happening? Like, what was the situation?
Like,
he's definitely got kicked out the league.
Basically, he got put out the league on some like the flag shit. I think he wouldn't. He was praying during the flag. I think he was like doing different shit during the national anthem and shit. And they was on bullshit with him. The Klan was like burning his crib and shit. When he was
everybody trying to help him, bro. That's damn.
When he played in Denver.
He played in Denver. Yeah, he played in Denver. I forgot where else he played at. But nigga, he was cooking niggas. He was cooking. Not even nigga, he cooked Jordan. Like, and I think when he was in college, he cooked Jordan in college. Like, Mike had him step on the court. And he played when he was at a camp. You know how they call you out?
Yeah.
Like, hit Mike with a few moves. He like, well, if I could do this to you, like, I could do this shit to anybody. And he was really cooking. And he got Tourette's.
Yeah.
That's what was crazy too. They was making fun of him when he was in the league because he had just twitch and shit.
But he was just going crazy on the court.
Cooking. He was like basketball. He said him having Tourette's would make him. That's what it was coming. You know, bad memory. I be too high. Him having Tourette's. You gotta watch this shit, bro. Him having Tourette's would make him do shit over and over and over. It was Tourette's and like OCD in a way. Mm-hmm. So, say he shot a shot, right? His muscle twitched. It would bother him if he didn't do it the perfect way every time. Yeah. So he like that would make him do shit over and over. Like he'd pick a can up, he'd put the can back down. And it's like it's something right. He'd just be sitting there having to keep doing it. Yeah. And he can't help himself. Like he'd like I can't stop doing this shit. Basically, like he was saying as a kid, he'd cry. He didn't know what the fuck was wrong with him until he got to college. And he was like, "You got Tourette's syndrome." And he was like, holy shit. And as a kid, it'll make him keep shooting. It'll make him keep dribbling the ball. he became like really good at what the fuck he do because he had a discipline. Bro, y'all guys,
They still don't talk about him, which is fucking.
They don't talk
like
about
the only niggas who bring it up is like the like
nigga, he was called
like
40 in
NBA
college.
players.
He had a different name in college, so I'm like, I probably seen his name hella times.
Yeah.
They was
And I
not,
think his name, what was his name?
that is not fucking with that Muslim shit in the league after Kareem.
Yeah, bro. If Kareem ain't stat and wasn't already dealing with racism, like they
Kareem
probably
was a dickhead, though. That's the thing. He was
I mean, they probably dude. Think about it, nigga. They in segregation.
Facts.
They around all these white folks. That's probably looking like.
His first name was
like
Chris
saying
Jackson.
you know, nah. Think about it, bro. Like I told you earlier, like Bill Russell couldn't even live. Like they had a private driver, like driving to practice in the game. I'm like, damn. Usually they fuck with you if you got them winning. How the fuck you born your own? What? I'm like, nah, don't.
Bro,
The spit on me if I'm playing basketball, bro. I swear to God, bro. That's why I'm like, I can't even discredit them, bro. Cause I probably would have. What's it called? Malice at the Palace. I would have been fighting every motherfucker in the stand. I'm like, y'all just all spit on me, bro. Y'all finna.
I forgot this part too. This nigga was Shaq teammate in college. You don't even.
That
Yeah,
LSU?
yeah, that's why. Cause
You don't
Shaq
even
was
know
the
that.
only nigga to bring him
Yeah.
up on.
Shaq was his
Daily
point.
Show.
Yeah, Shaq was Shaq point guard.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shaq was like, I hate him. I was like, what the fuck, Shaq? Like, this nigga just worked hard, basically. Like, he just did everything perfect. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
Shaq, like, he's a
Shaq
weirdo. Shaq, he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, y'all gotta see that shit.
Yeah, y'all got anything coming up? Y'all got anything else y'all want to say to the kids?
I just was, you feel me? I ain't got shit. I got shit coming.
Whole lot of shit.
Feel me?
Excited for the future. A lot of stuff coming.
Shit, I'm gonna drop every month.
He's flood. Keep up. Yeah.